So we open up on just the outskirts of the city of Freiburg, early in the morning after the first days of Winterfest being celebrated, with the baggage train. Like the Wakund normally would travel with baggage trains and stuff like that, but they're not bringing their artillery. But that there's still a certain amount of rallying that needs to happen. Everybody, needs to be assigned to their sergeant. There's head counts. There's making sure everybody has the provisions that they're going to need. Um, so so all of it is happening in the early hours because they know that they're going to need to be on the march just as soon as can be. Um, Hans had had a brief kind of, you know, moment to say goodbye to his sister. Um, and the the thing that kind of sticks with him the most is the degree to which she seems to be doing her best to have like the Eisen stoicism about it. You know what I'm saying? Like giving him a hug and just demanding that he return. Um, and then, he has to be out amongst the troops. He has to be overseeing everything. There's like a sense of purpose that comes with all of it that has to happen. And I believe everybody else that's in the party that's there today. I'm going to assume that Len is like, Len's not making it today, so I'm assuming that he's serving in scouting functions in his animal form, and that effectively that means he's not involved in like the actual fighting. So even though he might actually be there, just relaying information back and forth, kind of thing. Um, and we kind of go back into the city in which like the air of merriment of the day before is now turned into a certain, I don't want to say desperation, but there is an awareness, that they're going to war. It's happening on the very borders of Freiburg itself, and the ramifications of it could well spill over into Freiburg. Um, what exactly is happening is like not like well known, but the Wakun is a 5,000 man well known mercenary troop, and they were partying the night before, and they knew they were prepared today to go. So um, we're this is not really a cold open in the normal sense because this is just sort of like a broader sense of like the city and everything that's in preparation. The snows are falling and starting to fall thickly. Um, Ettore has, he's risen from his bed at the bear house and he still intends to try to like be of what assistance he can. He's had recovery. He's effectively, like normally it's sort of like between adventures you would get fully dramatically healed, but since they stage the timing of this in a specific way, he's actually going to be um, on the border of crippled, but still he's very stealthy and very dangerous and very capable of making a difference in a fight, even wounded. So it's a question to Hans of whether or not he's willing to accept a Tory amongst the Wakund, given the circumstances that he's in.
Runa wouldn't be leaving his side
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
because he's my patient.
Another fighter is another fighter. We need all the people we can get, and Ettore has a very valuable set of skills.
Speaking of somebody with a very valuable set of skills, the other person that arrives in the morning is like the Wakund is like preparing to leave. Um, there's first off, there's Upman. He's not intending to come along. He knows he's a very old man and that he has not been preparing to march for war for his tailoring abilities. But Margot is there with him. Um, and she's dressed for the weather. She has some uh Vendel made pistols like slung in her belt. Um, and she she's offering herself to the service of the Wakun. She says, "I understand that you are going to war. I know who you are going to war against." Says, "Of all of the Iron Princes, there none whose tyranny I fear worse than Posen's."
Yeah, there is little left to fear besides her now.
Um, she says, "If you will trust me into your ranks." She says, I know explosives. I know how to fight. All I ask in return is a good word when it comes time for my trial.
That seems more than fair. Welcome to come with us. There's, we are a band of, we are motley crew as it is. I doubt anyone would have, a higher level of distrust of you than anyone else here.
She says, who's your artillery sergeant? I know you don't have any traveling with you. Just by like looking around, she says, but like when artillery is not being used as artillery, they're frequently being used as kind of like for a more modern term, like EOD, like people who know explosives and know how things blow up. They might get tasked to like, blow up like a black powder like store place or something like that. So she says, I'll fall in and I'll serve there.
Wonderful. Yeah, he points out whichever, I forget the guy's name. I don't know if we ever had a name for the artillery specialist in the book, but he points out.
We do. So we have, I think I made it. Oh, actually, no, I don't think we have an artillery specialist particularly. So she doesn't have one. So she falls in with just the master at arms.
Okay.
The artillery corps of the Wachtturm is small enough that they haven't designated like a special commander for it.
That's fair.
So, but so of everybody else, of Gav and Rosa and Honorine and Runa, Honorine, if you can still hear, just put something in to chat. But I'm gonna roll a d4 between you. This is basically something that like only one person has a shot at doing, and I'm gonna determine it randomly. So, okay, so it's actually Rosa, which is really ironically perfect because it's kind of about noticing something amiss in and amongst a larger group, right? So, she, so here is our. Can you see that?
Let me zoom in. Yes.
Okay. So she knows what Anna Riefenstahl looks like. She met her after all of the rescue and stuff like that. But she sees a remarkably thin, short soldier dressed as a Wachtturm that looks to be sneaking into the Wachtturm group. And I'm going to give her a wits and noble roll to recognize that as Anna.
Okay. 34.
Okay, yeah.
So
She doesn't
she's
even to
toast.
draw upon her mystical abilities. This is just, a thing that she's good at is like faces and people and stuff like that. But she can tell that Anna is fully intending to join the group. She's 13, 14. There are definitely people of her age that have served in armies before. Does that make sense? But so it's her choice whether to like say something about it, put a stop to it.
She'll very quietly, not to bring attention to it, walk over to where Anna is and just, you do know there are other ways besides fighting to help.
And she glances away, and then back, and she says, "The last time my brother went off to war, he never came back."
And this time he's not going alone.
He wasn't alone then either.
No, but I don't know if the soldiers had his back. like the council will have.
She nods. She says, I can't sit in a room and make a sock. She says, knit a scarf. I just can't.
I don't plan to do that either.
And she kind of bows her head and she says, do you know somebody who can show me how to load this?
Absolutely not me. Actually, Hans would probably be your best bet.
Yeah, he's the one person I don't think I should.
I can do it.
I was just going to say honoring can keep a secret, and it's absolutely up for chaos.
And knows how to load a firearm.
Yeah, she'll take
Yeah.
a moment and weigh her options and well, there is honoring.
She looks a little bit surprised because in her mind, Honorine is the one who, helped her buy a dress and she got a court fan for, so.
Which Honorine loves, by the way. Gave her a huge hug for.
So Anna is, being permitted to join the war party.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So from there, the goal is to be at March with like the dawn. And like everything in the military, nothing goes exactly as planned, but it's still pretty close. You tend to set objectives that like and if we don't do that, because we really don't think we will, we'll at least be within the margin of when we have to leave by. So the group is like on its way by that point. The walking begins to move. They move without the benefit of horses. They move without, any of it.
Oh,
Um,
can we have the map of Eisenach?
yes,
I have a question. Is Ingvild coming?
Um, uh, is Runa asking her to go?
No.
Does she want Ingvild to remain behind?
She wouldn't say no if Ingvild said she wanted to come, but she's not asking her mom to come because I feel like Runa feels responsible for all the bodies here. And like she's gonna be worried about her mom. Like she's worried about everyone. But if she wouldn't tell Ingvild no if Ingvild said she was coming.
Okay. So there's a moment as like she's kind of, she's in the bear house and she's talking to her mother. And
She's probably with
Ingvild,
all of the family, just like saying her like goodbye.
and the Ingvild kind of like, I'll have the crew of the Revenge be here. If any problems rise here in the city, we'll handle it. And she, she gives her an embrace, and in the wake of the embrace, there's somebody in the doorway of the Bearhausen, and she recognizes him. I'm not going to look up his name right now, but he's the innkeeper of the Stone House, which is the place that you guys met with the Black Crosses and whatnot. He says, "Do you have a minute?" Says, "I was asked to bear a message to the council."
Yes.
And he says, I don't know what it means, he says, but it was not written down, and I was not to write it down. He says, but the men that I'm bearing a message from, they say that Judith is stalking Freeburg in the night, and you'll know what that means.
She's like immediately finding the council. Before she goes, she's thank you. And she's finding the council and telling them.
So
Guys, who the fuck is Judith?
Is it
After
Judith
the-
green coat lady?
what's that? No, that's not her. She was somebody
Oh.
that the Black Crosses had described as having been an ancient enemy.
Okay.
So like somebody that they who are very scary people who can do scary things and strike out and assassinate people almost wherever they want, were afraid of.
And they were being picked off one by one.
After
Um,
the last body, I know there's probably some space between last episode and this episode, so Honorine wasn't privy to the first body, but for the second one, she would have tried to warn them. That was something I was going to bring up.
So it was meant to be the night before, and you guys are like marching this morning. So, so it's something that she could potentially relay. We found a body here that we believe belonged to one of yours or one of theirs to the innkeeper, and he would relay it back to them.
Okay.
They may or may not already be aware of it, but if they're using him to pass messages, they're probably trusting him enough to.
I mean, if they're not aware of it, they need to be.
Okay. So, and I see Gav is saying that he's making sure that Upman is staying with Honolor during this time.
Yeah, if Margot's coming with us, and I mean, he knows that Margot has a black thread, but he doesn't know about Upton currently. But he also knows that, he's going to be by himself. And
Okay.
it's not right for an older man to be by themselves in the winter. It's not safe.
All right. Yeah, then those things will kind of been settled out. We've got, people to the places that they're going to be. I'm going to move us into like our actual opening right now. This was a bit of an odder cold opening because it wasn't any specific event. It was just sort of some prep for things moving out. So, thank you everyone, and welcome to the Shadow of the Wachtturm. Our producer tonight is one of the moderators of Dirty 20 Gaming, the delightful and compassionate Gloriosa. Our lore master for the series is the beautiful and benevolent Syndra. Before we get started, I want to give a content warning. While the spirit of Seven Sea is swashbuckling adventure and shadowy intrigue, the story will deal with mature themes, including death, loss, suicide, and grief. Eisen, our setting, is recovering from a 30-year-long civil war over religious differences. It may get dark sometimes, and there's no shame in bowing out if it's not a place your head can go at the moment. So, without further ado, I'm going to have our savvy swashbucklers introduce themselves. We're going to start with Gab today.
Hi. Sorry. I'm Bison _ Stonefist. I'm a regular here on this channel. I'm here 3 nights a week. Tonight, I am playing Gav the Grin, our big lovable brawler, who is currently marching off to war, so that'll be fun. On Mondays, I play Bofedis Caridia, a humble priest of Hephaestus, on our Pandora's Gift Suncast, which is the morning show. It's in the afternoon. And he is our cleric, or one of our clerics. And I still have to watch last week's episode because I wasn't there. And on Thursdays, excuse me, I play Garrett Sakes, our resident emo kid before it was emo, maybe. Time is weird. On our City of Mist campaign, Deviant Paradox, which is Chaos Incarnate. And that's all I'm doing currently. You can also find me on our Discord, sharing memes and opinions and just generally being the drunk uncle of the bunch. So let's take it to Rory.
Hey, everybody. My name is Rory. Glad to be here as always on this wonderful Sunday evening. Tonight, of course, as always, I'm playing everyone's favorite Mr. Leg Day himself, the undead ? Possessed ? Who the hell knows? Soldier Boy.
You!
Sub eyes and peek into the camera. That was funny. Yeah, Hans Reifenstahl tonight for you all wonderful people watching. You can also find me here on this wonderful channel on alternating Wednesdays as part of the Masks a New Generation campaign Oracle Force, run by the Scarred Adventurer playing Graviton. Much to discover with that character, so tune in and also catch up on the YouTube if you haven't already. And aside from an endless amount of things I want to do on personal projects, I haven't made progress on many things. That's about it. Let's toss it over to Sarah.
Rhoda's a yawn too. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hey, I got caught drinking water. It's only
yeah,
fair.
true.
I
Hey,
chewed my food so fast, so I didn't get called on first.
hey y'all, my name is Sarah. I go by Sans on the Discord. I am on this channel 3.5 nights a week. Tonight I am here as Rosa Nix. Yeah, I'll just let you guys meet her. Our Monday game, I am in the Pandora's Gift Nightcast as Clarity Palace. Guess I'm for Apollo. Shit. The Wednesday game, Mask Orc Force, I played Nightwish. I made a lot of jam and now I'm still leader and everything's on fire. Our Thursday game, the City Mist campaign, Deviant Paradox, I am the DM of the Chaos. Pop it over to Ruth.
I was waiting until you said who we were going to. Hi, I'm Ruth. You found me. I am here on Monday in the Pandora's Gift Suncast as Xenon Alkaitis, Cleric of Nyx. Alternate Wednesdays in our Oracle Force game as Trek. Also, a lot more to be discovered. Alternate Wednesdays in our Oracle Force game as Trek. A lot more to learn about her too. Thursdays as Nora Avalon in our Deviant Paradox game, and today as Runa Ingvild's daughter, resident Vestin healer, badass, whatever you want to call her. And that's all from me. I'm gonna pass it on over to Honorine.
Hello, everybody. I am Glory, also known as Blaze of Gloriosa. I haunt the Discord probably more than I should, in all honesty. I'm also known sometimes as my very angry producer. I produce on this channel 2 nights a week on alternate Wednesdays for our Masks a New Generation game Oracle Force, which will not be airing this week. This week it's Humble Heart. But next week. And I produce on Thursdays for our City of Mist campaign, Deviant Paradox. You can catch me in front of the camera 1 night a week on my own channel, streaming games and probably info dumping. And then tonight as Honorine. I still have written down better taste in men than my sister. Cease juicies. I stand by that. It feels a little weird to say it when he's not here, though, so that sucks.
Not as much fun.
It's not as much fun. I can't even push the ass button.
You have no ass button tonight.
I mean, I have an ass button and I can push it all I want, but it doesn't do nothing on the screen. It's an impotent ass button. We've covered everybody, so I'm gonna hand it back to Siosa.
All right. So we're kind of gonna cut right back to Rhoda and Ingvild. And seeing that the message has kind of like gone back and the innkeeper has departed, Ingvild looks to Runa, and she says, if the mountain comes down 3 times, run. The battle's lost.
Sorry, one more time.
She says, if the mountain comes down 3 times, the battle's lost. and it's time to run.
Got it.
And from there, there's, embraces and people who've gotten the chance to say goodbye to their loved ones the night before, the morning of. And I think we have, let's see.
I feel like Brandy probably really wanted to spend the night with Runa in the bear house because she was staying with her patient.
Yeah, I think
Don't know
I
if Sora
think
would
Brandy
let
would have
her.
been happy to do that. And I think Sora would let her. Like she's aware like there's war happening. Um
I can see
and
Brandy telling Runa, "I'm going to see you off," and then in the morning she's just passed out.
um yeah,
Are
there's
we-
just there's like a little like scratched mark on the end of Runa's sword that's like it's done in the style of if Runa were trying to like inscribe a mark, but it's not actually done by somebody who knows how to inscribe marks. And it's for the lightning rune, the fury rune.
Oh my god, her sword having it's not a proper inscribing, so it's not going to work.
No.
Okay.
She's not like an adept yet. She has to be an adept to inscribe anything. She's got like 2 or 3 dots at this point of different runes.
Mm.
So
The most adorable dots.
Exactly.
Just little baby dots with her little baby dagger that I should have talked to her about before giving it to her.
all right.
A knife.
So-
Are we
Runa still
bringing-
has ruin inscribed on her sword, though.
Okay. So Hans has the choice at this point to make. There's 3 targets that he can pick that they're going to be able to get to that they'll be able to hit, which should make a difference and draw enough fire away from the main battle that it should give Montague and his people an advantage. Ettore is coming along, was being asked. By honoring. That was one of the first things we mentioned is that he is going along, and Runa's staying by his side as like a nurse. So
Runa's definitely staying in like the middle of the group because she is mostly utility. Because she's making the storm and she's trying to keep people alive.
yeah. So the way I'm assuming is that because they have 3 days of marching, and like she's gonna be like bringing storms down each day so as to make like the snows that much heavier for everybody else that's moving. That slows down all army movement across, Northern Eisen, basically, or at least across Posen's domain. As opposed to like trying to bring it down all at once, which would just obscure sight.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
This has the advantage of also making it so that the relay network that Posen has of different towns and stuff like that is not as effective. So there are
I'm here to
going to
fuck
be
shit up.
there are going to be 3 roles that are going to be getting to the site after Hans picks which one that you guys are doing. And like launching the initial assault on it and all of that. Okay. But essentially this boils down to a sneak attack, so the first part of it is obviously sneaking. However, what I would like, I need to know if you're attacking their artillery, their food, or their like quartermaster provisioning center, which is going to have things like uniforms and weapons and black powder.
I think we're going after artillery because that's her biggest advantage over us right now is her scary ass artillery.
Yeah, both the conventional artillery that she has and the potential Cernith artillery that she has.
Yeah.
Okay, so the target chosen, the other person that I haven't mentioned who does join up in the morning is and is going to be there, is that they have the Nibelung herself coming
Mhm.
along.
Guest starring
I'm
Gwendolyn
sorry.
Christie this episode.
She is fully kitted out and the most Draconizing that Hans has seen on a single person outside of Posen herself. I see a few of our cast are going,
You don't need
The
to call me
scary
out
kind
like
of
that.
rich people.
You don't actually need to call
I
me
can
out
call
like
anybody in particular out. I just said a few
that.
of the
No,
cast.
I felt pretty called out.
Me too, but that's okay.
So and the everybody, like the person who's probably actually having the most difficulty keeping up is Tori. But
Rune is helping him.
okay.
Runa would be helping him walk.
Yeah. So and the other so the other question I have is it was kind of mentioned in chat that Rosa might be mentioning to Runa that Anna's in the group. I need a call on that, whether that is happening, whether or not Runa would be relaying that to Hans. Rosa first, because
Runa, she would tell him and also promise to keep an eye on her.
well, that's I need to. Rosa is in fact telling Runa though.
If there's ever a time that they're actually together,
Because I would assume that would happen like when they've
There's-
already left Freeburg.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're already on the way, like marching out. Ends up like, oh, hey, Runa, yeah, I saw Anna. She's somewhere in the crowd.
She
One of the sisters ain't no snitch, but
She would hand you a Tori so that she can quickly go tell Hans and come back.
Okay.
Just be like, hey, just so you know, Anna's here. I'm keeping an eye on her. I will keep her alive.
Yeah, I think just a nod. He's just like, yep.
he's
I just
like,
thought you should
that
know."
tracks.
He's like, yeah, I expected as much.
There's a yep, that's a Rifen still.
Yep.
That's my sister.
That checks
Well, and
out.
it's ironic given that your father was actually noted for never having actually been in a battle himself.
Yeah, poor guy.
So, all right. So the first thing I'm going to need is a stealth roll, and you guys will get to decide amongst yourselves who is the stealth leader. Itori being here is actually going to provide a +5, because that is his jam, and he is willing to give that to as a bonus.
Sweet.
I have
What is?
Oh God, what happened to my character sheet?
So it's
no.
are all of them messed up?
The background, the background is just a giant missing image symbol.
I have a little one.
Oh yeah, mine
Oh,
is
that's
interesting.
kind of
like that.
in the
yeah,
corner.
mine's
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I might see about like
think
I don't
all-
want to lose any information on any of the character sheets.
Yeah,
So
I would try.
Roll20 must have updated and
You would see
broke
me try.
something.
It dislikes it again.
yeah.
That's weird.
Okay.
Oh well, it's still somewhat
You can
legible, so
still-
it's not the end of
you-
the world.
Okay.
I can still access.
Roll
yeah.
20
Mine's
is
still
the
mostly
perfect
normal.
virtual tabletop for Dirty 20 gaming because it's just as scuffed as we are.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like this is an old
Sponsor
system
me.
run by
We
an
have
old
similar
GM.
values.
All right. So the skill in question is it's going to be a combination of finesse and a naturalist stealth skill.
I'm 6K3.
Everything has 3 dots
Two
except
key,
for
too.
resolve that has 5.
You have
I'm-
no criminal, Rosa?
Oh, criminal? I have
Yeah.
lots of criminal.
Well, this is naturalist. I will allow the criminal to be added as a bonus.
Oh.
So, but because it is through a natural environment, I'm requiring the naturalist skill.
Our
Does that make
naturalist
sense?
is a bird right now.
Mm,
Please leave
No
my house.
naturalist
not
here.
here.
He'll get back to you shortly.
I don't assume Sailor Captain will help at all, hey?
No.
Cool. I just wanted to check.
Okay. So, I'm going to assume that there is a guide amongst the Wakund because you have somebody who is a specific dedicated scout. So I will let you have them roll 6K3 for the party. Everybody that has a criminal knack gets to add their criminal knack as like a +1 or +2, however many dots it is, to that.
Okay.
Tori will add a +5. So we've got 3, 3, 2.
8.
Why
What-
balloons?
Why balloons?
What?
Zoom.
So
How
8
do we
plus
balloon?
Victoria's.
Now I want a
It-
balloon.
She was doing like a thing and it
I was
generated
doing
automatically. So
I
it was a Zoom thing. All right. So Han, since they're your scout, effectively roll 6, keep 3 for them, and add 13.
Okay.
We are going against a target number 35 here, and that's to sneak all the way there over the course of 3 days through a snowstorm without getting detected.
35. Okay. 6K3 plus 13.
Anything
32
added?
plus, so 50.
I was gonna say
No.
anything added for the
45.
storm.
Nice.
I think I
The
also
storm reduces it from a 50 to a 35.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh.
I think I also have something to add, but I was distracted by balloons.
How much criminal do you have? We made it, but how much do you have?
I have an criminal.
Okay, so 46.
I have
Okay.
non-criminal.
So, and let me be clear, like you would not have made it even with all of that if
Yeah.
if not for the storm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I contributed.
We're a team
You
here.
did.
Yeah, because sneaking like 5,000 people through extremely well organized defenses over the course of 3 days is a big fucking deal. Does that make sense? Okay, so
We're just that cool.
however, there's a second thing that I want to be done here, which is going to be a scout that is going ahead. This is going to be a wits and keen senses, and I will allow either strategy or naturalist here because it's kind of about
Ooh.
military prediction, but also like tracks and stuff like that.
I couldn't add gateway or anything, right? Like add my dots in gateway to help?
No.
No?
Keen senses is a +1 unkept, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 7 keep 3 for me.
Okay.
I can add 1 for my strategy dot.
I can add one with keen senses, or
If you have keen senses, you can add +1 to this. Yes.
Nice.
take my keen senses.
Huzzah.
You'll get another +1 from Vittoria on this, by the way.
Keen senses
Nice.
as a treat.
Okay, so +3.
Just for morale.
And does anyone else have like commander or strategist?
I got captain.
Hans absolutely does. So yeah, well, he's the one rolling, so he doesn't add.
Yeah.
But
Be nice if I get to add another +3 for my own.
no, sorry.
Unfortunately. Okay, so +3 to this. 39. Ooh.
Okay. Jesus, you were on fire. Okay, so
Fucking sweet.
what this
Honorine,
is
put it up. No, just kidding.
so what it is realizing that the map that Montague has is no longer accurate because the camp that it was going to be moved at, they've started moving supplies closer to the actual area of where they're expecting battle. They're just moving the whole fucking fortification and everything in it in like a convoy and shit, right? And like basically there's enough, like there's been snow falling for like a day and a half at this point. Why are we seeing so many tracks to this area? Everybody should be off the roads. And realizing these are deep wheel wells, they're carrying something heavy. And like it's shifting, so you're actually arriving in the right place.
It's like one of
Does
those
that make
giant
sense?
trucks with a mobile house on the highway.
This is wagons going through snow and mud carrying hundreds of pounds of cannons and like the powder to fight them.
Yeah.
But it also means that Hans is aware that like when they attack, they're not going to have the benefit of their emplaced fortifications.
Yeah, they're going to be like actively rebuilding a site to hold.
Yeah, they're now because they're trained and disciplined military force, they're going to be doing things like digging ditches and setting up like spikes and like all the things
Yeah.
you do for like a longer term temporary camp. But
Okay, serious question. How many cannons have we seen abandoned along the way? Because that's gonna happen.
it would happen in a situation with the logistics where they're not bringing the spare wagons to carry them. And this is all within Posen's domain. So if one wagon breaks, they're a town away from being able to like, we're taking your wagons. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
permanently abandoned, none. But there are definitely signs of like places where they're like, a wagon got fucked and like the wagon is still there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But they've obviously transitioned it like onto something new.
Which it would slow them down still.
Yes, but it's from the look of things, given that this, like conversation was called for like 6 days ago, they
Mhm.
started moving all of this 3 ago, and there wasn't time to like update anything.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? But it clearly speaks to they're trying to have these in place at the battlefield, which definitely speaks to Posen's at the very least going to be ready to fight and
It's
not
not gonna
going
be-
in like nobody really suspected that she wouldn't be ready to fight, but under a complete banner of like parlay, you wouldn't necessarily want to have your forces within such a close range as it indicates like bad faith. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
exactly.
The entire idea is your armies are supposed to be back enough, like far enough back that neither side is threatened.
You don't roll up to the peace summit in a tank.
Right.
That makes sense.
All right. So
The force.
all right. So the third one is the actual like assault. This is fully an ambush in the midst of night, going after everybody that's in the artillery camp, basically. And this is literally like happening like uh the night of the battle in the peace talks. Does that make sense? Like, so you're not like jeopardizing anything, you're just kind of coming in and hitting it with the full expectation that battle is going to be breaking out.
Mhm.
We know Posen well enough. She's not going to parlay.
No, she's not going to
Meaningfully.
bargain with that big of a bounty. What was it? 2 million gilder or 20 million? I forget.
It's
Something
just
in
a
the
million
millions.
gilder,
Oh,
but
it's a
like
million. Okay.
bear in mind the bear house makes like I think it's like 1,500 gilder a month is effectively like
Yeah.
what the ratio is supposed to be. And that's an extraordinarily successful business in a very
yeah.
large city.
Like,
So
yeah, like a metropolitan nexus, effectively.
yeah. So so a million gilder is just an enormous amount of money.
Insane amount of money.
A noble like honoring gets 500 gilder a month is like that's their reflection of their wealth money.
Mhm.
So, and that's not even being like a powerful landed noble. So, all right. So this is going to be an ambush. Um, everybody is so what I'm going to do is have everybody take their highest like attack knack or stealth knack, their choice. You can also use a sorcery knack if that's like the primary thing that you'd probably be using in battle.
I don't have any of my Leakstra stuff.
So it's probably gonna be sorcery for me.
So, for Runa, I would assume that like what is your heavy weapon skills at?
I don't have any yet.
Spend to get them now because you'll very least have like attack and defense knacks after training with your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention you have an entire army of guys who would train with you during off periods.
Yeah.
Is it
Well,
just
we-
like attack?
It's gonna look at
What the heck?
Hans's character sheet for reference real quick.
Yeah.
I bought my defense up to 3 and it was at a 2.
Because you'll have like
You
all
may
the
have forgotten to
different
close the form before closing the window.
like your heavy weapon skill would be something like probably be warrior, because my character sheet has the same thing. Like my warrior's at 3 and I've specialized into broadswords.
Yeah.
So you'd at very least have warrior with 1 dot.
And you're picking like the broadsword is the weapon that is being carried by you, which
But yeah.
in this case is also probably a broadsword, as that's a heavy weapon.
Broadsword plus ruin.
Take 4 XP off just so we don't have to do the math later.
And you can have more than 1 dot if you want. If you want to buy up to a 2, you can.
I'll do that.
I gotcha. You're at 23 after that.
No.
Yeah, 31 minus 8.
Oh, poo.
Because it's
Because I was at a 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you spent 12 total.
Cool.
4 then 8.
Sorry, 23.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm
It's-
really bad at math, guys.
4 times the number of the dot you're buying.
Cool.
So, that brings us to the actual assault roll. So Hans is going to be rolling his wits and strategy to basically execute as swiftly and mercilessly as possible. Go ahead.
Okay.
Since roses make sense to be swords, but that's where I have my negative dice.
Ooh.
My bad luck dice. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should just be kissing everybody who's getting smoochies.
Let
how
me
many, how many bad
here's my
dice would you
question.
have to take?
Here's what I will let you do. Go ahead and roll your swords dice. The curse dice, not the actual swords dice. Okay, I just want to see the curse dice.
So just roll
Is that-
7.
Do you have 7 curse dice?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Okay, go ahead and roll them.
This is
I've
why
never
I thought. This is why I thought she was going to die.
That's
So
fair.
is it 7d10?
Just roll 7d10 real quick.
Okay, I got 6,
Oh, no.
and then there's
Maybe-
1.
Maybe you don't give us kisses.
Okay, so your curse dice go down to 6 because the 10 goes away. All right.
Yes.
You are starting the battle though with 1 dramatic wound, like not this battle, but the next one, because this is a different scene. And that cannot be taken away by Runa. That's just like you have that from kind of like bleeding off the bad fate. But your curse die does go down to 6.
Short circuiting Runa
Alright.
before she even says it.
She starts sparking a bit.
What do you mean I can't heal this?
Fuck you mean?
Does not compute.
Right. So you said a commander roll, like a wits and strategy for the
Yes.
attack. Okay.
Yep. And you'll get your strategy as a +5. And then everybody, what was your highest dot for like your attacks, whatever?
7K3, but 4 dots in brawling.
Okay, so just add +4.
Oh,
So
Yep.
Honorine, what's yours?
Which trait do I use for my sorcery again?
You're not doing a full roll. I just need your highest skill.
Oh, yeah, then it's 3.
Okay. And Rose's was 3 swords.
5 swords actually.
No, that's your. Oh shit, that's right. You do have a 5 swords.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
big
Okay.
dots.
So I have warrior to 2, but I do have a combat sorcery, but I can only use it a certain amount of times, and I'm
So-
already calling storms.
yeah, so because of the storm calling and also to give the option to use your magic in battles later, I'm gonna say let's stick to swords at this point.
Cool.
Okay.
So
So
that's a 2.
okay. So
Okay.
there are 3 thresholds for success here. 30 is you're taking the camp. Does that make sense? 40 is you are taking the camp with absolutely minimal casualties. Does that make sense? Like you have enough of a drop that like they're mostly being butchered in their beds.
Okay.
And 50, if you get that, is also, and no alarms are getting out.
Oh shit.
They're not
Okay.
able to put up any sort of like warning that they've been taken. Does that make sense?
Okay. So 30, 40, and 50, and that's my commander roll. So yeah, wits and strategy plus witch. So 5 from Rose's swords. What?
3 from Honorine,
3 from
4
Honorine.
from Gav.
4
So-
from Gav, 2 from Runa. And
So
then
9.
do I add my like warrior or attack attribute as well?
No, but you're the one rolling the wits and strategy.
Okay.
So
So plus 14. Okay. And
How
then
would
no keen senses on this one, right?
nope. This is
Because this is just straight up
Remember, you have
killing
drama
people.
die.
I want to use that in case I make a bad roll.
Right.
Okay, so 6 key. Oh, what happened? My full screen. Go away. Plus 14. That's 40 something. I know that. That's 47.
47. Yep.
Oh, so close.
Just so one jerk on a horse gets out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually just like one person that manages to get their like torch into one of the artillery cannons to send something like straight up.
Mhm.
And it like explodes overhead. And like a moment later, you see like a knife go into his throat, and like Margot stand up like, shit, sorry, too slow. um but like there are like minimal losses, like there are some injuries and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, but for the most part it is the quiet dirty part of war. Like we have you
Yep.
by surprise, we're taking full advantage of it. There are a minimal number of captives, and those are the insistence of the Nibelung herself, because the 4 Nibelung that were here were here.
Couple poor bastards got caught while they were in the bathroom. That kind
Um,
of ambush.
Poor bastards indeed, because like at first sight of them, it's clear that they were not volunteering for Posen. Like
Yeah.
one of them is missing his arm, like all the way up to the shoulder. And by the looks of like another one, they didn't just chop his arm off. They went like joint by joint until
Oh.
he agreed.
Damn. Yeah.
And like all of them have just like they're missing ears, they're missing like fingers. Each one of them like resisted as much as their own capacity for pain and everything like allowed them to. And at the sight of them, you see like the Nibelungen kind of like soften, like they didn't betray their oaths. They were pushed to the absolute edge of their capacity to like take torture.
Yeah.
Um, and and she like confers with all of them. They're still like tied up, you know what I'm saying? They're still being treated like enemy combatants, but it switches to them being sort of treated more just like prisoners that we're not sure what we're going to do about yet.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's fair.
Um,
It's only fair. These poor guys.
and she returns, and she has with her w blueprints from within one of the tents that was here. There are dozens of potentially working artillery pieces that are too heavy to have been moved into the battle itself. What there are is smaller artillery pieces that have been set and have been given places that they've sighted into to open fire like the moment they hear battle starting. Does that make sense? So there are still artillery pieces with working crews out in the forest.
Huh.
But now we have their locations, right?
You have their locations, and on top of that, but the thing is that the alarm did go up. Does that make sense? And like as she's kind of like bringing out the blueprints and like explaining like there are artillery pieces that are out in the woods, like you hear the first shot go off from one of them as they take the "we've been taken" as a sign to like just start opening fire.
Firing. Yep.
And you see that they are firing up and over and into the mountains where this conversation is meant to happen, where this dialogue is supposedly, which means there is officially no parlay.
Yep.
And there's a battle happening like up there. It's entirely possible you guys can take your time to like go and attack the artillery positions on your way, but you can also just join the main forces of the fighting, as that is most definitely broken out now. However, she kind of like brings the blueprints down. She says, the Nibelungen that were here, they produced designs for a Drakenisen cannon, but they never completed it.
What about the super weapon?
And she kind of takes one of the blueprints and she spreads it out in front of the council, and you can see that there's plans to mount a Cernith cannon on a riverboat.
It doesn't produce any recoil. It's perfect.
It doesn't produce any recoil, and the major danger to an artillery piece is getting hit by a weapon too far away to be seen. A mobile artillery piece doesn't bear that risk. And it would also be ideal for attacking a place like Freiburg, because it could do massive amounts of damage from the water.
Yeah.
Or any port city, really. Like,
Yeah, they could send that thing anywhere in the nation. At least like most places. They could send it to anywhere like in the upper half and take them out, basically.
that boat is not here. It's docked at Incel, which is her capital.
I figured. I was just like,
Okay.
the things I could do.
So at the very least, it's most likely leaving today because the alarm's gone up.
That's
Is
a
the word-
fair distance off. That's like they're well outside of hearing range. But if a messenger was dispatched, they might
Maybe
be on their way.
within the day is at the soonest. Like worst case scenario, they get the alarm. They're just like, okay, send it out.
Yes. It's unlikely that they would, because bear in mind, if you look at the map of Iceland, they have to sail around to
Yeah.
get to
Gotta
Freiburg.
go
There's
all
not
the
a
way.
direct river route. So like it would be days before its arrival.
Mhm.
And it would most certainly not attack just on its own. It would need a reinforcing army to back it up to do anything beyond cause
there'd
mass
be an
damage.
army or at least like a small fleet behind it or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And her mom's not a Scaregin anymore, so she can't even like warn her mom
Nope.
of what's coming.
Well, her mom can see things that others can't now.
That is
Doesn't-
true. She is the High Queen.
Yeah. Ooh,
Odin, do your thing.
that's crazy. Okay. I mean, I think we got to make the call. We got to send someone back to at least inform the rest of the city that this is a possibility.
Tori will say, I can still ride. And I might be more use there than in the battle.
Yeah, if you're willing to take this, then yeah.
She will make sure his bandages are good before he goes.
He kind of smiles and he says, I appreciate it, but I'll be avoiding bullets this way. It's proactive health.
Yeah, but I also don't. I want you to get there.
He nods. I know it's a dangerous place to travel through.
Yeah, take a speed, Ettore.
And he will, are they giving over the plans or just take the word?
I don't know if the plans would be much use. It's probably best kept with us to study them as we move, at least. Like,
Yeah.
see if we can figure out more of the workings of this thing in between, like during breaks.
It does not describe too much of how the cannon works. It's more describing how they're planning on mounting it.
Oh, okay. If it's of the boat specifically, then yeah, because that could highlight weak points. Yeah,
And it also gives them an idea of like the kind of boat that they'll be using, and so they could look out for a specific sort of design.
Yeah. Send that back then for sure.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, this is totally like, it's not really important right now. Does Runa need to concentrate on the storm?
No, she doesn't. It's not a maintained thing. She calls it in and it'll either blow out on its own, or she can do something to counteract it and weaken it quickly, or she can like call it again to make it even worse.
Okay.
And right now it's blizzard conditions, and it's been blizzardy conditions for like 3 days. So
Yeah, blueprints for a Draconizing cannon too.
which were incomplete and have not yet been tested.
Thank fuck.
They slow rolled those because they didn't want to make one.
That's a lot of material to put in one thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
it wouldn't be as heavy as a cannon equivalent of, like
the Nibelungen
dirty
don't really
iron,
like
but-
making Draconizing pistols, although they have done so at
Yeah.
request. Like this is definitely like sort of this doesn't feel honorable.
Yeah, it's a crude weapon.
So now the question is, so what is the Wakun being ordered to do? Are they being ordered to go after the artillery? Are they being ordered to go after like the main fighting? I will let you know that the effect of this is that if you take out the artillery first, it will give an advantage, or it will be to the disadvantage of Posen, but you guys will join combat a round later. which means that she has a potential round without the advantage of the Wakund and its heroes and stuff like that, over Montague.
Hans is really fucking scared of this artillery. Like
And
that's
they've already got it sighted in. I mean,
yeah. This is like operating a bit on fear, I'd say. So yeah, we're going after the big guns.
Okay.
Would be his.
I'm not actually going to
his
require
suggestion.
a roll for it because you guys are rolling up with enough forces that every single like and like artillery cannon crews are not like they're the mathematicians of the warriors.
It's a bunch of nerds.
To help would like for dramaturgy purposes, would operating out of fear go into cowardly?
Yeah, I'll give you a
Hans's
drama die
advice.
for that one.
Yeah.
Rushing an army into potential artillery fire by Posen, who is like the most legendary master of artillery, definitely, can qualify for somebody who's faced it before. So I will give it on this one because there's going to be some opportunities for drama dice usage in the battle itself.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so I have rolled out the rounds of strategy rolls on both sides, but the thing is that they do not calculate in the benefit that heroes give to a battle. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So I'm going to do some above board stuff of like this, describing how this battle is going to work before we go. I know
Okay.
who wins each round if you guys aren't there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But I know the difference that needs to be made up in potential like heroic opportunities and points and stuff like that in order to turn like a loss into a victory.
Okay.
Oh, something Runa would have also done when she goes to tell Hans that Anna is here. She tells him the information her mother gave, which is if the mountain falls 3 times, run, the battle is lost. And just take that with a grain of salt, if you will.
Yeah,
But
as you guys are kind of like
she doesn't know if
mulling-
it's an Odin piece of advice or a mom piece of advice.
We do know that it's at the very least a previously inhabited Draken nest.
So as you guys are like as she's like sharing this and you guys are like riding towards, I'm gonna assume you've kind of taken out some of the artillery, but like others are still firing. You see one of the shells like fire up and into the mountains, and you see the mountains shake as snow starts to come down. And you realize the mountain falling is probably an avalanche, as you can already see some of it starting to like come down fast and hard. The snows that Runa has been making for the past 3 days have made it worse, and now it's
Sorry.
now the entire thing is like a potential like getting fired on by artillery pieces and stuff like that, as well as all the sounds of combat and battle and gunfire are going to make this a persistent risk throughout the fight.
A very volatile battlefield.
But we don't want me stopping snow
No,
because
Okay.
it's to our benefit.
we need that.
All right. So I know the outcomes of every round. So we're going to be skipping that kind of stage of the fight. But what is going to be critical is the difference that everybody makes in the fight, as far as the number of points that they contribute and stuff like that to a potential thing. The other thing to be above board is that Posen is a master of Unadwenbar, and that comes with a special ability that she can turn any loss of hers into a win once per battle. So what
That doesn't sound very fair.
In order to win a battle, you have to have 3 consecutive wins. Posen needs 2 out of 3.
She's got fucking legendary resistances. God damn it.
This is just the power of Unadwenbar.
Yeah.
So really, she only needs 1 because we're already coming in on the first round. Probably
They
having
are going to
lost.
lose the first round.
That's what I thought.
Mhm.
So at this
we're
point,
hosed.
over the course of the next 2 rounds, if she gets a win on any of them, the battle is lost.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
So
First
stressful.
round, shoving Posen's spear through her chest.
All right.
I will
So
suplex her horse if I have to.
so there is no phase in this particular fight of the rolling the battle rules because they're not the
Who needs
commanding officer.
kisses?
Mhm.
Um,
Bonds.
Where are my tables?
Where is my tables?
Okay. All right. So I'm opening the mass combat table for everybody, just so you know what you're rolling. Now, on this one, remember that what you're doing, the first thing you're doing is you're deciding your level of engagement. Okay. And every hero who is disengaged provides a +1 to their side's roll. Every hero who's engaged provides a +2, and every hero who's heavily engaged provides a +3. Okay, because you guys are riding into this battle from the outside, you cannot just jump straight to heavily engaged.
Yeah.
But what you can do is you can start at disengaged. You can also be in the reserves if you want to choose to hang back. But that is like the heaviest that you can start the first round that you arrive. All right. So,
Is it
Start at
engaged?
engaged,
what's up?
correct?
You can
can
start out
start-
at disengaged and then
Okay.
move like to engaged or heavily engaged the following round. You can get all the way to heavily engaged by by the second round of fighting.
Okay.
Does that make
Okay.
sense?
And can engaged and heavily engaged also include Runa's healing?
Yes,
Or
she's able
okay.
to.
I don't need to stay disengaged for that.
No.
Cool.
All right. So everybody is going to be deciding their level of engagement, disengaged or reserves. And then you're going to roll 1 die plus your wits plus your commander knack.
Okay.
So whatever degree of it you have. If you don't have that, you just add your straight wits to it.
1 die plus wits plus commander.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it's just like a straight, like, I mean, it can go over 10, it can still explode like a normal die, but it's just 1 die. So I'm gonna have everybody, are you all starting in disengage? Is anybody starting in reserves? Okay. Who here has the actual like commander skill? It's just Gavin Hans, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I have captain, which probably doesn't count.
What do you have it at?
3.
I'll give it to you on this one.
Whoop.
Because they're like military fields and they're overlapping, I'm gonna allow it. So I'm
I add my
going
3
to
dots.
reduce the bonus that you give by 1 because it's not the actual commander skill. Does that make sense? Is that fair?
Okay. Do I
You get a
still add my
+2.
+5?
Yes. For her as
So
well.
how am I rolling this?
Or-
Am I doing? Is the 1 dice included in unkept?
So you don't get your specialty bonus in this. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
cool.
It's just 1 die plus the actual skill rating plus your wits because it's not a normal roll. So everybody, so to rehash, we're all disengaged, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is going to give a total of +5. And Montague has enough commander skill that he can have up to 5 lieutenants. 2 of those lieutenants are Kathrinia and Carl, his like sniper guy, right? Who are adding bonuses. But he has the space that he will add Hans and Gav and Bruna at the start of the round if they are
Okay.
willing to do that. If you do that, your skill you get to add a bonus to his roll, but you take a -2 on this roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Because you're accepting a leadership responsibility and more people are trying to hurt you.
Yep.
I will decline
Okay.
just because Gav A doesn't really consider himself enough of a strategist, and B, looking at what I rolled, I would lose my heroic opportunity.
That's fair.
Okay.
And plus, it's only like a +1 dot for me.
So are we rolling it and then like just keeping the 1 die?
You're just rolling the 1 die, and then you're adding it as a bonus.
Okay.
I know this is weird.
1 keep 1?
Just roll 1, keep 1, and then
1 keep 1, and then each dot is +1
yes.
cumulatively. Okay.
So I'd be rolling 1 keep 1 and then 6 keep 3
You're just rolling 1, keep 1 for right now.
for right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the like skills.
Everybody just roll 1, keep 1.
Yeah.
Ha! 16.
Okay.
Okay. 5. Cool.
5.
10.
Nice.
Okay. So you guys are on the losing side of disengaged.
Mhm.
So
I got 6 total, I think, because I'm adding my wits.
nice.
Oh, adding wits?
Yeah, that's what you're.
Okay.
So Rosa rolled a 5 and adds her wits to it. So it's an 8,
So
right?
So that would be
Yeah.
a 19, not a 16.
Okay, but you have the -2 to this result
9.
because
So-
you're being a general.
17.
Okay, but that still puts you in the 16. Or no, that's the 17 plus. So that's actually just a different category.
-2. And do we add, or no, is it because we're acting as lieutenants, do we sacrifice the bonus from our skills? Like, but I still add the
You just
commander
sacrifice -2 to this roll. It
Oh,
basically
okay.
shifts you down it, so you're more likely to take more wounds and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So-
I would still add my
19 minus 2, 17. Yes.
I would still add 3 from my like level of the strategist skill.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So with the disengaged, the let me get Gav, what was your roll? 10?
Yeah.
So you get note down that you get +1 reputation, and I'm gonna roll your 2 dice of wounds real quick.
Okay. So
Okay, 5. Your brawn plus your highest defense knack is higher than that, right?
oh yeah.
So you take no wounds.
Yeah. And then yeah, I have extra soak for that anyways.
Okay, so then we have Rosa is an 8, right?
9.
9. Okay, so you're also 2 dice of wounds. You also get a reputation point.
I got 9 total. I did all the math.
Okay, so that's 10 to Rosa. Your brawn plus your highest defense knack.
Brawn is 2 and I have no defense.
And
What the
going to war.
fuck?
Awesome. Okay, so you rolled brawn
I
against.
don't fight!
We gave you shit about this last time, and you said you were
could
gonna
have
fix
died
it.
to the Verschlingen because
Yeah,
you didn't
and I
have defense.
God.
You need defense so that you can dodge even if you're not fucking fighting.
Like 3
Woman!
battles ago, we talked about this.
I know, and I forgot.
She is
My
committed at this
ADHD.
point. Okay, so
What am I
How,
rolling?
So you're
how many
rolling-
experience do you have right now? How
It's a
many?
lot.
20.
Get your defense. Get defense.
I will let you buy a defensive one if you would like to.
I will eat you.
If you do not want to because you just don't want to, that's fine too.
We've
That's
given you a
fine, too.
we've given you a thick stick to smack swords out of the way with. You have 1 defense.
Okay, wait, it's just I have a defense back of 5.
Well, she's already got a point, so she's got 2.
She has
Or
defense
she-
knack of 5?
No,
Yeah, you
she-
mentioned
Yes.
this. You mentioned this before.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought you said you didn't.
No, wait, no.
No, I
That's
didn't.
the TN. She's looking at her TN. So the TN is 5 plus your defense knack. So
I don't
it
have
is-
any knack.
This
Yeah, so your defense is
so
5.
confusing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So you don't have any defense next. Are you buying any at this point?
Yes.
I don't
You don't get to answer for her. Are you buying any at this point?
know what. Give her a shield then.
It would be it would be just defense. You don't specialize into a defense type until level 3. So just 4 XP and you would have a stick or a shield to block stuff.
Sure.
It's
Okay.
just sidestepping stuff. It's just
Or
footwork.
just yeah,
Works
you'd
fine.
we teach you footwork or something. We get you something has happened.
Okay, so that is going to reduce the 10, and your brawn is a 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
you
was like,
reduce that to a 7.
Madam, I will
Um,
donate the experience points at this point.
You're very lucky that the one thing that your swords roll does not fire on is on flesh wounds, like when you're soaking
Mhm.
dice, because that'd just be mean. So go ahead and roll your brawn against a target number 7.
So 2 keep 2.
Yep.
Yay!
Nice.
Okay,
Yay.
so write down that you have 7 flesh wounds, and we'll keep going. Okay, so who was next? Ruth got a 16 with all of the rigmarole up to a 17. which gives her 1 die wounds, 2 reputation points to write down, and a heroic opportunity. Roll 1d10 for me on the heroic opportunity.
Ooh.
Two.
Okay. What is your highest defense knack and your brawn?
I have a 3 in defense and 3 brawn.
Okay, so you're going to be rolling against target number 12.
Okay. So do I roll with defense?
No, you're just rolling your brawn. You're
Okay.
just soaking this.
It's just brawn, keep brawn.
23.
Hmm.
Okay.
Almost up.
Rolled up into her flank.
And +2 to my reputation.
Yes. Okay. So the so we're going to do heroic opportunities at the end, but you and Gav both have one. Gav, I also need you to roll 1 die for your heroic opportunity.
Do I need to do anything with my 6?
Let's see, you've got a 6. So yeah, we're getting to you now. So you have 2 dice of wounds and 1 reputation point to roll.
You're looking at the wrong side. I thought we were losing.
Disengaged, losing. Yeah. 2 dice of wounds and 1 reputation point.
Losing, disengaged. You're looking at reserves. It should be 4 dice of wounds, 2 points, and a heroic opportunity.
Yeah, we're losing, right? Yeah.
Losing
Oh
disengaged
shit!
is,
Shit!
Losing
I have been
disengaged is
looking.
rough.
Okay. I've been doing this wrong for all of them. Okay.
So I
Why don't
guess
we
we're
just
even.
stick to the same
I'm going to stick to the same one for the
column?
purpose of this round.
As much
just
as I
because
really
we're
want a heroic
Yeah, just time wise,
opportunity.
I don't want to be doing this like for the whole session. Does that make sense?
That's
So
fair.
we're just going to do, because you guys, there's less wounds because you guys are approaching from a distance.
Yeah.
So I rolled another 18 for flesh wounds. Jesus Christ.
Oh, damn.
So
Okay, so
you roll your
brawn.
brawn against the TN. Subtract your brawn and your defense knack from that first. Your highest defense knack.
Okay, wait. So I'm rolling my brawn, but I'm also subtracting my brawn.
So so the base value is 18 minus your brawn and your defense knack as
Okay.
as just like numeric values. So if you have a
So-
brawn of
I have a defense knack somewhere in here. Yeah, I have a point in defense. So 3 brawn, so that's 14 then?
Yep. So you roll 2 brawn against target number 14.
Okay. I roll 2 brawn, not 3?
Oh, you got 3 brawn. Yeah, 3 brawn against target number 14. Sorry.
It's okay. I just 26.
Nice.
Okay, you're doing fine. And then Gav is last, or
So
not
it's
Gav.
14 flesh wounds. Is that what I note down?
Yes.
Okay.
Ruth, you get 12 because you beat the roll.
Okay.
I
So
apparently
the,
had a dramatic wound. Can I subtract that since we've been marching? I
yeah,
don't think
yeah,
it was
that's
something-
gone.
Okay.
Okay. So so last was Hans. What did you get on your roll?
I got 9 total after all
Okay.
the adding and subtracting.
Yep. So that's 2 dice of wounds and 1 reputation point.
Oh, I have 1 dice of wounds because I have armor.
But you do 1 less die of wounds because of your Draconizing.
This is my awesome armor. Hell yeah. So 2 and 1 rep point. Okay, cool.
Okay, you do not take any.
Nice. Yeah, my brawn is higher than that.
You're just sitting there like, did somebody throw a snowball at me?
It's like, what happened?
It was Anna.
Friendly fire.
Okay, so to what did you roll for your heroic opportunity, Gav?
3.
Okay. So okay, so Runa, I need you to make a brawn and athletics roll against a target number of 20.
I don't have any athletics.
That's fine.
No leg day?
No, she's kind of just a badass. I don't know.
That's fine. You still get your brawn.
Hmm.
If you would like to add her, so let me paint the picture. Like what you are being ordered to do is there is one of the caves where some of like the Montaigne soldiers have been like snowed in, and he's directing Runa to like get them out, like dig them a way out so that they can rejoin the fighting.
Okay. So what do I do? Do I use like a dromedary?
It's up to you. So right now you would have failed. You don't get the benefits or the penalties from this. Like basically you're not doing it fast enough. It makes a difference in the battle. But if you want to spend a drama die and roll and add an additional die, you can do that.
Okay, so do I just roll the extra die?
You spend a
Or do
drama die
I,
and it gives you an extra die to roll.
okay,
And you
so
get
I
to
roll
roll and
another
keep that.
one, keep one.
Yes. Or you
Okay.
can spend a drama die to completely re-roll, but
I'm already spending a drama die.
I'm saying you can do one or the other. You can spend it for a re-roll and just completely re-roll, or you can spend it to roll and add one, keep one.
So basically what I have to do is get over a 3.
Yeah.
Get a 3 or over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Don't fuck me.
Down.
Okay.
I would have rolled a physical die for that.
It's committed now.
I don't
It's okay.
trust Roll20 for that shit.
So just to be clear, like they're not dying in there because she failed this roll. It's that
I
like
was
it's
1 away.
I know.
That's
All right.
the thing that pisses me off the most. So I was 1 away.
All right. So Gav, you rolled hold this ground. So what that is that um the level of engagement that you pick for the next round, you must maintain for 2 rounds. All right. If you successfully maintain it, you get an if you pick engaged, you get +1. If you pick heavily engaged, you get +2 reputation per turn. And at the end of 2 rounds, then you're going to subtract 3 from the enemy general's strategy roll for that round.
Oh, I'm absolutely taking heavily engaged for that.
Okay.
Come at me.
Okay. So, so that is the heroic opportunities for round 1. Now let's find out whether the battle's already over or not. I think you guys actually make enough of a difference to push it over because this round is like only 2 off. So, so the first round is lost. The second round, Posen rolled a 35. Montague rolled a 33. Posen has bonuses from the heroes that are on her side, as well as her Unid Winbar school of +17 to that. And Montague has a total of +6, not counting y'all, the differences that you've made. So the difference that needs to be made is 13. So we have Gav's strategy skill is what, 3?
1.
1.
But I rolled
Okay.
a 3 on the D10, so but yeah.
Yeah, but he's okay. And Runa, your captain is 2, right? Or 3? Okay, so that's +3 total. And Hans is uh Hans is a 3 or a 4?
3 or 4 your commander or strategist. Cool.
Wait, sorry, what was the question?
What is your commander level? 3, 4?
3.
Okay, so that is a total of +6 plus the +1 for disengaged from the 5 of you. So that is a total difference of 11. So that puts it up to evenly matched, but still 2 off.
I thought it started at a +6 and then plus our things.
Yeah, so you guys add a total of 5 just for being disengaged. And then the 3 people that were
And then +4 more for the lieutenants. Or 2 more? However it works.
No, that
Because-
allows you to, it doesn't add a +4, it allows you to add that skill points to his roll. That's what I was getting the numbers for. So it's a total of +6 from the three of you. Does that make
Okay.
sense? So it comes out to a total of +11. So this puts us to exactly like 2 points off from 2 losses in a row. Now, Runa, I know you spent 1 drama die already. If you spend another one, you will succeed at this and you'll grant your side a +3.
Fuck it, we in.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah. Take it. That's
All
a
right.
treat.
So you're down 2 drama dice. But you did
That's
actually, like, it was a
fine.
moment that actually like pulled this round through by the skin of its teeth. Does that make
Hell
sense? Like you see, like there's a moment where you see like Posen is like kind of beelining towards one of the groups, and you can see that like Montague and his most well-trained like group is at the bottom of a hill and just barely managed to kind of get enough opening in the snow and the ice that like they start to come down and they can shoot down on them and like wreck the charge, and Posen's forces kind of pull off to one side, and there's no quick easy capture of Montague that she would have had if she won this round. Does that make sense? Because she was about to cut her way in and just pull Montague from and ride off of them.
Ha ha.
So
Let me not do that just yet.
by by 1 point, you have kept it from being like an instant easy victory in Posen's favor.
I got one more.
All right. So all right, so we're going into the next round. You guys are now on the winning track instead of the losing track, which was the one I was looking at anyway. You get to decide your level of disengaged, engaged, or heavily engaged. Again, you provide a +3 bonus instead of a +1 if you're heavily engaged, a +2 if you're engaged.
I
I'm
will
going
be
in heavy.
heavily engaged, Your Honor.
Oh yeah. Give me that heavy.
I love that the lieutenants are like, fuck it, we ball.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Also
Honoring and-
heavily.
Okay, Rosa.
Sh- I feel like it'd be really stupid to put her into heavily, but at the same time, she wants to help.
Okay.
Moi?
All right. So
Yes.
it's the same thing. We're going to be, so it's the 1 die, add your wits, add your strategy skill, and that's your level of engagement.
Do lieutenants take the -2 still, or is that just for the
Yes.
like becoming a lieutenant? Okay. Okay. Ooh.
I got a 5, so that's 4 dice, 2 rep, and heroic.
Can I drama die my
Ooh.
1?
5,
No, none of this.
Ah, damn. Okay.
6, 7, 8.
Okay, so that puts me
9.
at
9.
12. 10.
Okay.
12 before the -2.
So I heard Gav got a 10.
I got
Right.
a 5.
Okay. Um,
Wait, are we taking minuses to this roll? Or is
Just
it-
the lieutenants.
Okay.
yeah, Honorine and Rosa are not. They're just fighting to survive.
plus,
And or lighting a lot of things on fire, if that might be their thing.
plus wits and strategy -2. Okay, that puts me at 5 total. Eesh.
Okay. So so Gav, you got a 5.
Mm-hmm.
We're heavily engaged, so that's 4 dice of wounds, 2 reputation points, and a heroic opportunity. So mark down your reputation points.
I gain an additional 2 because of hold the line, right? The last opportunity.
You have an
die.
additional -2, yes. You or sorry, no, you don't have an additional penalty. You just get 2 extra reputation points.
Okay.
Because Gav is basically like locked down into one place. So, oh, thank you. That's very helpful to put the final numbers there in the chat like that. So, so roll flesh wounds against a 20. Remember to subtract your brawn and your highest defense.
Okay, so My defense is that's 4. Brawn is 9. Rolling brawn. And then do I get the extra 1k1 from toughness, right?
You get an extra +1 is all you got.
Oh, +1. Okay.
Yeah.
Still 5 dice.
Oh, yeah, but you get it when you're actually rolling against the 20. You get your extra bonus to toughness for that because that's just a regular soak roll. 20, you
Okay,
get your
yeah.
extra bonus to toughness for that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I totally blew it apart. So,
Okay,
do I take the 20 or the 11?
the
Because the
the
11
20
is
was your
the
flesh
mitigated.
wounds.
11 is with the mitigation from defense
Yeah,
and brawn.
so you roll against 11.
Okay.
So okay,
So I take 11 flesh wounds, or I take the 20.
you take 11 flesh wounds. 20 is the pre-mitigated number.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Rosa got a 7. That gives her 3 dice of flesh wounds, on which I rolled a goddamn 10 on 3 dice. So
Ooh.
subtract your brawn and your highest defense knack.
2 plus 10, so that's 12.
Yeah, you'll add the 12 from your last wound. But
Yeah.
first, so it's minus, I think you got a brawn of 2, you said, and a defense knack of 1 now. So that's 7
Mhm.
plus 12 so roll 19. Roll your 2 brawn against the flesh wounds of 19.
I am screwed. 13.
Okay, so you just take 1.
Okay. How many flesh wounds does it take to get a dramatic?
20 over and
Okay,
above.
then I'm good.
Unless you're
Yeah.
being shot by a gun or something specific, but I'm not. In mass battle, it's always just 20.
Mhm.
Okay, so next on the list, Ruth got a 10, which is 3 dice of wounds, 3 reputation, and a heroic opportunity. Jesus Christ, trying to kill Ruth. Trying to kill Runa. 36 flesh wounds.
I roll my brawn, and then do I?
First, you
Is-
subtract your brawn and your defense.
Okay, from 36, so it would be 33.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, brawn and defense, 30.
Brawn and defense.
And then I roll my brawn.
Yes.
So I have to get over a 30.
So your brawn plus your defense was, what did you say was 3?
My brawn and my brawn's a 3, my defense is a 3.
Okay, so that's
Do you have tough?
that's a 30, plus the flesh wounds you took last time.
Huh. So 42.
Yep.
Okay, so if you beat a 22, you only take 1 dramatic wound.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're taking 2. Okay, so you took 2.
I can take it.
And you also are going to roll 1d10 for heroic opportunity. That brings us to Honorine, who got a 9, 3, and 3. So you get 3 reputation points. And you're taking 11 flesh wounds minus your brawn and defense knack.
How many reputation points did you say? 3?
3.
Okay, so I've got 4 total. I'm just trying to keep track of that because I forgot to write it down last time. Okay.
Did I? I'm sorry.
So you rolled an 11. I'm gonna subtract 4 for my brawn
Okay.
shit. And I need so 11 minus 4 is what, 7?
Yep.
And then
Mm.
plus 14, so 21 total is
Yes.
what I need.
Yes.
Okay. And then 3, keep 3 for brawn, 28.
Nice.
So
Okay. And just as a reminder to everybody, when you take a dramatic wound, all your flesh wounds go away.
Oh, yay.
so that has put me up to 21 flesh wounds, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And so lastly is Hans. What did you roll?
A 5 total.
Okay. And that is 4 dice of wounds, -1 is 3 dice of wounds. You get 2 reputation points, and you also get a heroic opportunity.
Oh, nice. Do you want me to roll that now or after the damage?
Um,
Oh, okay.
so it's 17, and subtract your brawn and subtract your highest defense knock.
Your dice
-8.
have it out for Runa and only Runa.
Okay, so that's
So you like to protect children,
Well, there's a child with us, so yes.
9 total against 14.
And she happens to be
Nice.
2.
Very important.
Fuck you mean?
It's Anna Ravenstall.
There's
No,
Anna, and then there's Rosa with her +1 that she brings everywhere.
So I think that that gives you dramatic wound.
Oh.
does it not for Hans.
No, that's
Right.
17 minus
Right?
8 from 4 brawn and 4
Is
defense.
that what you
Oh,
meant?
okay.
that's-
So you're
14
you-
beats a 9, baby.
all right. So write down your 9 flesh wounds. Okay, and then
And then, oh yes, heroic opportunity.
I'm gonna
Yes.
start rolling my physical lucky die.
That's a 4.
okay. So Gav, what did you get for your heroic opportunity?
I got a 1.
Okay. So you are okay. If you forego rolling personal results and providing a benefit to the general next turn, you can remove a dramatic wound. Do you have a dramatic wound?
No.
Okay. You could also remove your flesh wounds, but you would forego giving a bonus to your side. Do you want to do that? Or are you
I will
foregoing?
be fine. I'll be fine as is. Gav's
Okay.
pretty tough.
Okay.
A bunch of flesh wounds are no big deal.
Okay. So he's skipping the medic. Like, I'm fine. Waving it off.
Go look for
There's-
Runa. I heard her scream.
It probably would have been a grunt.
So, Runa, go ahead and did you roll your heroic opportunity?
Yeah, I got an 8.
Okay. Okay. So what everybody sees is like the area that like Runa had come out of, like Posen immediately sends like a cavalry force like charging up the mountainside towards them. Now, charging up a mountainside on horseback against gunfire is not the best idea. But they still kind of get through on like sheer force of will, and it like pushes the unit back, and suddenly Runa's like footing, there's nothing under her. What I need you to do is make a you can make your choice of brawn or finesse for like catching yourself from a fall.
They're the same.
It's your choice which one to roll.
I have a 3 in everything except for resolve, which is a 5. So 19.
Okay.
Adding nothing.
So she's getting a hold of like nothing but ice. And she hits like a patch of snow and goes completely through it into a cave that's like beneath where she'd been fighting. So
Oh shit.
roll against 20 additional flesh wounds. So you roll your brawn against that.
She fall down, go boom.
27.
So she gets up from it like, you know, she's been tossed off of masts during a storm, and you know what I'm saying. And when she gets up, she realizes like she has singularly, like she doesn't see any of the other parts of that unit that she was just with. And in the space that she's in, she sees the glint of Draken bones, and amongst them but like not like old huge Draken, like these are like the younger Draken that are like taken as pets and stuff like that.
Oh, the baby.
But this one has been dead for years, and there is a human corpse next to it, and a Drakenisen sword, and an incredibly ornate Drakenisen shield that is amongst the body.
Do I like walk out from this snow looking all badass?
You may take both. There's no penalty for like using a Drakenisen sword that you found in one battle. Like nobody's gonna be pissed about that. Does that
I'm
make
gonna
sense?
fucking use it.
This is the Imperator's shield.
Holy shit! Let's go!
Wow.
Let's go! The fucking shield of the Imperator.
Let me stop. I just
Okay.
got really excited.
Wait, didn't that belong? Never mind.
That disappeared. That was been lost for.
It belong to anyone. It belongs to Runa.
It disappeared because went to go kill the Drakens.
It was
Got
gifted by the Imperator to a Draken Slayer. He
Mhm.
never returned, but the Draken also never returned. So
I'm writing that in my equipment.
okay. The shield is effectively counting as 6 pieces of Drakenizing armor.
Oh,
Or
nice.
six points of Drakenizing
6
armor.
armor points.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Try to kill me now, bitch. Let me
Um,
not say that shit.
So, okay,
Oh,
so
the-
Hans, what did you get at your roll?
That gives you a -1 wound die as well. Where is it? I got 4.
Okay. All right. The Hans is being sent to charge like one of Posen's lines to break them, to force them onto the defensive.
Nice.
You're going to next round you'll subtract 2 from your personal results roll, but gain an extra 2 reputation.
Nice.
And your side is going to get +1 on the result next round.
Ooh, okay. So
All
mine
right.
is an additional 2.
Okay. So we are in the 3rd round now. And that wraps us up for that round of combat. So we are presently at 1 loss, 1 win. And Posen has a total of 57, including all of her bonuses, and Montague has a total of 37 before calculating the differences the heroes made.
Okay.
All right. So so with 5 people being heavily engaged this round, that's a total of +15. So I think I just said
And +3 to the lieutenants, or from the lieutenants.
I think we said it was +6 between all of you, which
Yeah.
puts it up to a 52 against a 57. So then we also had the heroic opportunities. So there was let's see. I think there's a +1 and 2 pluses from Gav's opportunity, right?
Yeah, because there's the hold the line and then the medics, which is basically what Gav does. He just, give it to people who are hurt. Actual like the soldiers around him. He's fine.
It's just an opportunity. So it's not giving any like bonuses. What I was referring to was specifically the hold the line one.
Wait, hang on. Sorry.
Yeah, because this is my first extra turn in heavily engaged.
I
Yeah.
take 20 flesh wounds.
Yes.
So that would mean I have 3 dramatic wounds.
No, you say
No, because you made your soak against
Okay.
the 20 flesh wounds
So I just take 20 flesh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
from the fall.
cool. Because I thought 20 translated to...
That's
No,
only on a.
if you fail a soak by 20,
Oh, okay.
every 20 under the target number is a dramatic.
Good to know.
wound
I was
automatically.
confused.
Okay. So
So that was a +4. So that puts us at 56, right?
which is still 1 shy.
I have one
Oh.
more dramatic
Oh
wound.
shit!
I mean,
Shit.
Andromeda.
No, but I have not included the bonuses for Katharina and Carl being
Oh,
engaged
yeah.
in either of these roles. So with both of them being heavily engaged, that's an additional +6.
Is that also counting? I know it doesn't.
Oh wait, no. I did count that, but it doesn't. I didn't give them the bonuses of the. So there's the +3 from
Oh.
them both being heavy engaged, and the +3 from their actual skill being calculated in. So that puts us from a 54 to a 60, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 2 wins on the side of Montague.
2
going
wins.
into- 2 wins. Okay,
Match point.
so this is
Holy.
the 4th round. If they win this one, Montague wins the battle and Posen's routed. If they lose this one, then the
Posen cheats in the next round and wins.
Yeah.
no, actually, because there's 2 wins between them, she still has to acquire 2 wins. So
Oh, yeah.
she's got like a far enough distance now that like her magic and wind bar power won't save it if she wins this one.
Mhm.
So,
Wait, hang on. So she won the first one sort of by default.
yes.
And if she still needs a second win, but she can't turn it in like her next loss into a win.
So she has to have 3 consecutive wins to win a battle as a whole.
Ah,
We're going into round 4, and because her win was in her first round,
okay.
Oh,
All right.
Mhm.
I thought it
I've
was
been waiting for the
first
hammer to
3.
drop.
I thought it was first to 3. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
It's
no,
3
it's
consecutive.
3 consecutive. It's like tennis. It'll go on forever. Okay.
7th
So,
out overtime in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh my god.
No. Veto.
okay.
Some of us have to work tomorrow.
Okay. So it's once again going to be battle rolls. And there's not going to be any heroic opportunities this round. And I'll explain why at the end. But I do want battle rolls heavily engaged. You guys are on the winning side.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Okay, so it's
math
just
time.
plus wits, right? That first one. It doesn't have
Wits
to do
in
with
your strategy if you have it.
and it doesn't have to do with engagement at this point, right?
No, this is the engage. This is your what's it called? This is your
combat
personal results roll.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say I don't need to know the name. I just need to know what I'm adding. Just wits.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
1 die plus wits. My wits is 3.
Plus
Dude's gonna do. Okay, so that's 3 reputation points, 3 more dice of wounds.
to who?
I'm doing honoring first. Sorry.
Ah.
She put hers up first.
Okay. Sorry, you said 3 reputation points
Yes.
and then 3 dice of wounds.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. And then a 11 for Rosa, which is 3 dice of wounds, 3 reputation points, and a heroic opportunity. I will actually let you roll one real quick, just because I just want like these are I want to know what they are for the purposes of like storytelling. They're not actually affecting the outcome of the roll. And I'll explain.
So roll a d10.
Yep.
4.
Okay, you got a 4. And roll a soak against 19 flesh wounds. Minus your brawn plus defense. So 15.
So say the number again. I'm so sorry.
Roll your brawn against 15.
Okay.
And if you have any leftover flesh wounds, they add into that.
She just took a traumatic wound, I think.
Okay, so then you don't have any.
12.
Okay, so you take a second dramatic wound.
Okay.
All right. So now Bison's got an 8, which is
Okay, so
3
I
and
just
3 again.
rolled against my wounds. The wound die thing.
Yes.
It was a target of 31, including everything, and I got a 13. So does that mean I take 31 total? Or
Can you ask me that again?
so I just rolled. So you rolled your 3 wound dice, I think.
Mhm.
And it was a 14 for me, but I subtracted 4, so I got 10 from that, right?
Yep.
And then I already have 21, so I had to beat a 31, and I rolled
Yep.
a 14, a 17.
So you just take 1 dramatic wound.
So I take 1 dramatic wound,
Yes.
and all of my flesh wounds are gone. Okay.
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
so 13 flesh wounds against Gav. Subtract his brawn and his defense knack.
So minus 9. And I'm rolling my brawn.
15 for Ruth.
Actually, a 14.
14,
Is it?
which is
I
different.
rolled a 10 plus 6 minus 2. I accidentally just minus 1. Nope, it's just 1 because I have the Draconizing shield.
Okay.
Just
yeah,
one
so-
die of wounds.
Nice.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I will re-roll that. Okay, so 5.
Cool.
I rolled
Mine-
like 25
so-
on one die, so we're good.
Subtracting my brawn and my defense, that would be -1.
It only can go down to a 0.
No, I was just being silly. So I take
okay,
nothing, correct?
Right. Okay,
And
so
4
now
rep points.
and also roll heroic opportunity for me. I just kind of want to see what they are. And then Hans, what did you get on your roll?
Where is it? Where's my roll? Okay, yeah, 12 minus 4 plus 6. Yeah, I got 14.
Okay. So that
So
okay. Also 1 die of wounds.
4 rep, 1 die. Nice.
1.
And
Okay. Again, somebody throws a snowball at.
yeah.
It's Anna again.
It's
And
a snowball,
then-
but like with a pebble in the middle. It's a really mean snowball.
Heroic opportunity is a 9.
Okay.
Got an 8
Oh,
again.
okay. So all right, you got an 8 again?
Yeah.
Okay. And Rosa got, what did you get on
How'd
yours?
you make that face?
Fall
You
through.
fall in another
Um,
cave.
Shoot. Oh, I need to do it again?
Runa comes out.
No, I
just
just-
in a
I just wanna know
full
what you got.
Draconizing set from falling in all the caves.
She somehow
12? I think.
This is just a 1d10 that doesn't explode. So
Okay.
if you roll, no, that you see, I see you roll 2d for something. Oh, you got a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Did you want me to re-roll that or keep the 8?
I was very
Keep it.
confused, so I just re-rolled it and got a 1.
Okay. So Rosa's not like a sergeant or anything like that. She's not like any of the commanding officers, but she's still part of a unit that's like ordered to charge, you know? And so there's not going to be a next round, but you will get 2 extra reputation points because it is kind of just like sallying out at the end of like, rah! Something that I imagine like most of the rest of the council probably doesn't even believe that they're seeing.
We're just like, huh?
We're both like, was that?
Did Rosa just break their backs?
So the so Runa, like as she's coming out, like new sword, new shield, like getting into the fighting and stuff like that, she hears like at first she thinks she hears a Draken's roar. You know what I'm saying? Just this like massive kind of like, and then she realizes like the mountain above her is shaking. And she sees the snow starting to like flow downhill, and so she's going to be making a I will let you roll either finesse or panache plus your athletics for just like trying to outrun it and like get to safety.
Got your Draconize and have an avalanche.
Yeah, she's playing ski free now. Run from the edge.
What do I need to be?
Stick that shield under you and use it as a sled.
Yeah!
Wait, that's actually a great idea.
The
You're
sword is
welcome.
Freebird plays as she's essentially like surfing. 16.
Okay. So
Fortunate son intensify.
I have a feeling this starts as Freebird and then shifts into the jackass.
so the dice after being really mean to her were kind of like, okay, we've been an ass. So they rolled 4k4 for wounds and got a 12. So
We're very sorry, Runa.
Okay, so I
Please
need
forgive us.
to roll over a 6 to soak.
no, this doesn't subtract the brawn and defense. This is just a flash point.
So I just take that.
So you still soak, but yeah.
You still need to roll over a
Cool.
12, but
Roll over 12.
Nice.
Yay.
so she's embarrassingly like, okay, I'm buried in snow, but like it's not as deep as it could be.
The shield is out.
Yeah, like the shield emerges.
She's using the
So-
shield to push her way out.
You like shovel it.
I'm telling you, sled time.
So but in like the final moments of the battle, Hans is face to face with like one of Posen's soldiers kind of just comes barreling out of nowhere. Um, a man that is like drenched with blood and immediately like plunges the knife into his side. And so I want a quick panache roll from Hans.
Okay.
Wait,
I
he
thought you meant
plunges
to do
the
his own
knife into
side.
Hans's side?
Yeah,
Okay, because the pronouns there were a little unclear.
sorry.
Ah!
19.
Okay, so these are so you act on 2, 8, and 9. He acts
2,
on
8, and 9.
2, 4, 7, and 8. All
Oh,
right.
he's got 4. Ooh.
All right. So on 2, so uh the ooh, okay.
Pull up my. Here we go.
Okay.
Nice.
So they are acting simultaneously on 2. And what would Hans like to do?
Oh.
Phone a friend.
Summon Len in form of bear.
Wait, crap. What's the criteria to be a journeyman? I'm trying to remember if.
3 skills at 3.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Journeyman. Oh god. What are my options? Because I mean, he has already attacked me.
Is he covered in his own blood?
So like that's like effectively surprise attack, right?
How
Like,
would you
I don't
know
have
Yes.
I don't have a opportunity to like
I was just
No,
asking
you're
a
gonna-
question.
Okay.
You're taking a dramatic wound from that one.
Okay. I'll mark that down.
Hans just. Oh yeah, that's his blood.
How you can tell if it's their own blood? Does he look heavily wounded?
He found
I guess
Nightwish's jam.
I can just do a normal attack back then.
Regretting his life choices
Yeah.
already.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. I haven't done dueling in a bit. Remind me that's
It's your finesse and your attack.
finesse
Knack.
and okay. Oops. 6 key 3. Right,
Okay.
22.
So he like feels his broadsword like drive into the guy's side, and he like the man that he's fighting against, he's hard to tell like exactly his nationality, you know what I'm saying? But he's fighting up close. Like the only weapon that he has on a battlefield is a knife, and he's completely unarmored. Does that make sense? But Hans watches like the broadsword like plunge in, and on the same action, the 2, he hits back, and there is no wound roll here. He just takes a dramatic wound. And then he takes another on 4.
Hans
As
does?
just like knife plunge, knife plunge.
Okay, this guy's just like berserkering me. Okay, so that puts me up to 3.
So go
Alright.
ahead. I want you to make a wits and yeah, we're just gonna do a raw wits roll.
Okay. I haven't spent any drama dice yet. Can I add a drama die to this?
You can add a drama die. You can also add your keen senses. I will allow as
Okay,
well.
wits and keen senses. Okay, cool. So that makes it 5 keep 4. 43.
Damn.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that's actually a lot more than I intended to divulge. So on his next action, which is on 7, Hans is going to take a 3rd dramatic wound. And at the time, yeah, it's just like knife in, knife in, knife in, and he sees like the man kind of like has like a grip on like his Draconizing breastplate.
Do I take 2 on 2 from his surprise attack and his actual attack on 2, or is his surprise attack his action on 2?
No, he got one as the surprise attack in the opening round. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Okay, so surprise attack, action on 2, action on 4, action on 7, right?
Yes.
Okay,
so,
cool. That puts
so
me at
he has
4
taken a
dramatic
total
wounds?
of 4 dramatic
Yeah,
wounds.
puts me at 4 total.
Jeez.
Okay.
How are you?
It's
Um,
fine. You're not here.
And so
know.
the and he sees the man like smile wide, and he realizes the man's teeth are entirely like filed down to points. And the
Whoa.
most distinctive thing about him is that like the armor that he's wearing, he looks up to the like it looks almost like a leather hat or like helmet or something like that is just sort of like tugged low over his head, and he realizes it is completely drenched in blood, drenched to the point that like it looks like it's been repeatedly so, not just in this one battle.
Whoa.
And there is something hanging from his neck that as he's fighting, it's like it's almost impossible to see because it's like whipping and moving and stuff like that. But like he has just a moment of seeing it that he can see that there's some sort of, it looks like a leaf that is like trapped inside of a vial
Okay.
that is corked. And there's just a moment of kind of like remembering like the fights in the sewers and like remembering the lady in green like throwing vials through battlefields. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like the same kind of design.
Okay.
Which is distinctive because like we are used to a world in which glassware is standardized, but this is not that world. This is a world where everything is like hand blown. So when things are similar, it's because they're a similar maker.
Yeah. Okay. That brings us to 8.
Yes.
Okay.
So he has an action on 8, and
He has
Hans
an
also has an
and
action on 8.
So do I. Okay. Can I take an active defense? Can I do active defense, or does that have to be advance? I forget a lot of the one-on-one combat stuff.
When you have an action in the actual round as him, you can. However, the what I'm gonna have you do instead is I wanted you to make a resolve roll.
Okay.
Your target number here is a 40.
Okay, just pure resolve for this?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
That's insane.
Drama dice? Is that allowed on this one?
Don't spend drama dice on this.
Okay, interesting. That's terrible.
Okay. So what happens? So the thing smiles wider, and there's like a fear that grips Hans as he remembers like dying in a battle before. He remembers death. He remembers, like the feeling of going cold, and he's realizing like his fingers are starting to get cold. It's coming on him, and he realizes like this thing is radiating that fear. That roll that I just had you roll against was a fear rating, and you have the courageous knack that you may now activate if you would like to.
Yes! Give that motherfucker his fear back.
Okay. Now
Uncle
he
Bunga.
has to roll against that resolve check. Okay, he does not make it either. And you see like that smile is sort of like frozen for a moment as his eyes widen. It doesn't he's like looking into Hans's eyes, and just suddenly for a moment Hans can see his own eyes take on that like otherworldly look that it has. Like for a moment this creature is seeing the real Hans. Does that make sense?
Go.
And he watches it, like it just takes a step back and it pulls the necklace off and like just shatters it in its hand, and he turns into mist.
A whole guy?
Smoke bomb.
Yes.
Whoa.
No, it's not a smoke bomb. He like
Just
discorporates the
Yeah,
moment it's
he is
gone.
the smoke bomb.
He is the smoke bomb.
Son of a bitch. We're now
Whoa.
dealing with ninjas.
That thing, whatever it is, Hans is sure it wasn't human.
No, certainly not.
If you notice, I did not roll attack rolls
Yep.
Am I close enough?
or damage rolls.
Yeah, did
Am
any
I-
of us see that?
Am I anywhere near Hans?
Yeah, like there's like a horn sounding, and you can tell that like Posen's forces are in retreat. Posen herself is on a horse, like riding away, and But like, yeah, others are kind of seeing like Hans, like there is blood all over the snow around him.
How is he?
Well, it's 4. I have let me see here.
What's your resolve?
AFU.
My resolve is 3.
So you are crippled.
I am
You
crippled.
are
I'm coming.
seriously injured.
I'm a coming.
Phrasing.
No.
I second the phrasing.
Can I, 1, take a dramatic wound, 2, doctor surgeon roll?
You may take a dramatic wound as an action. The surgeon is a more extended thing. Like you can't do it as an action, but you can start to work on him to that point.
Yes. So when I take one of his dramatic wounds, do I get rid of my flesh wounds, or is it just if I fail a soak?
When you take one of his dramatic wounds, you're going to keep your own flesh wounds.
Cool. I just wanted to check.
Okay.
I thought that would be the case. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay. So I want to do I did another roll during all of this, which was for how the others that were in this battle were faring. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of have some like flashes through. The Sorry, I'm opening the list. Okay. So, Katharina and Carl Steiner, who are like Montague's aides, they have pulled through this wounded but okay. They were busy fighting throughout. You see Katharina, like she approaches as a full like white tiger at this point. It's kind of meaningless to y'all, but like Len is going to recognize that that's actually like the official form of the Gaius. It's an open declaration that only the Gaius can assume that particular form. Does that make sense? And it's like a massive tiger, like a thing that you could ride into battle. You know what I'm saying? And she like looks at Hans and looks to Rune and she's like, where do you need him?
Where do I need him?
Where do you need him? Like, because you need a safe place to operate on him. Like, just doing it in the snow is not a good.
Where's the closest safe space?
We have tents at the base of the mountain.
Yeah.
There.
And she reaches and she very carefully like puts her teeth into Hans's like Dracheneisen and lifts him by it without like his teeth actually going through it. Without her teeth going through it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she kind of like pauses so that like Runa can get onto her back.
Yeah, she's quickly hopping on.
Yeah. And then she just sort of, it's like an entirely agile feline run down the mountain. Like you're down there in seconds and she's unloading him into like one of the first aid tents. I'm
gonna get Anna.
Okay.
But like I know that it'll take disengaging or whatever.
No, you guys are out of combat now. Like the battle is won.
Did we win that round?
Yes, you guys won that. So I didn't reveal it, but the roll for so how the initial rolls had gone, Posen won the first one 38 to 20, 35 to 33, 40 to 31. Then the fourth round, Montague started being Montague again. And Posen got 27 to 42. So he was ahead and you guys would have pushed it like way, way far. Does that make sense? So that was why I was like, wasn't so much worried about like the bonuses you guys were getting in that fourth round because I knew you had 2 wins going into it. The really key ones were those first 2 rounds. Like one you guys lost because of the artillery thing, but then the second one was so close that if Runa hadn't spent that Dromedaris, the entire thing would have been over. So yeah. All right. Honoring kind of like comes to her and finds her like her gun is nowhere to be seen, but the bayonet that was on it is still in her hand, and Anna is blood soaked. Like she looks kind of harrowed, but it looks like she took down at least 5 or 6 people in hand-to-hand range as like a 13-year-old girl.
Good for her.
Holding a bayonet wrong. Gotta love her.
She's just holding it like a knife, like,
well, yeah, but it's supposed to be a spear.
Yeah, I know, but she lost her gun a while ago.
And Runa had like stayed close to her until she couldn't
Yeah, with
Basically.
the whole like kind of push and getting knocked off the mountain and stuff like that, they
Yeah.
were part of that point. But Anna held her own. So I rolled like a 1d10, and on a 1, I was gonna be like, this character's dead. That's war, right? She rolled a goddamn 17.
Nice.
Like I assume she was with her on the mountain, and then Runa fell, and that's when they.
She's in
parted.
better condition than Runa started her with.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Probably.
Now she's trying to make sure
Anyway.
that her brother doesn't die.
Yeah, so Honoриne's gonna like grab her and be like, "You need to come here with me now."
Yeah, and you see her face go like she's already really paled. This was not like I'm a mighty warrior, I've enjoyed my battle. This is like
This is
that
oh god.
sucked.
Like, I
Oh,
just
God,
fought,
just
I
killed
just
5
fought for
people.
my fucking life.
And she's like putting her arm around her, like, "Are you okay? Come on, let's go. We're gonna go see your brother. Come on.
Yeah, and she just
Can you walk?"
like you can tell the look on her face is like I about to like walk to his funeral kind of thing.
Again.
But
He's
yeah,
alive.
she
He's all right.
she
He's
doesn't look like she's taken any dramatic wounds. So
okay.
Wow.
She's gonna clarify, like, he's alive. He's wounded. We're gonna go see him.
and she's just not. She doesn't have she doesn't say anything. Like
Yeah.
she's
Eyes
pretty
in
shell shocked at this
stoicism.
point.
Yeah, Honorine.
Yeah.
Honorine is just like literally like has bundled her under an arm and is talking to her, like as they
Yeah.
walk.
Margot is I think I'm probably gonna have like Rosa find her. She's acquitted herself well. Like she knew how to shoot, she knew how to fight, she stayed calm. Like she clearly like didn't enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? But like she's fine. She has injuries that she'll need to recover from and stuff like that. The person who is in the closest to critical condition, that I will that Gav is going to find is the Nibelungen. She went down at some point in the fighting, and he sees that there's like all kinds of blood around her. She is not conscious anymore.
I have 2 dots in doctor. Can I make a quick assessment or?
I will let you do a first aid roll for like staunching bleeding and stuff like that, because that might be necessary for her to survive the trip down the mountain.
Yeah, that's doctor and wits.
Yes.
Because Runa can work on her and Hans. Well, she'll work on Hans first.
Yeah. And
She
there,
can take-
Montague has like doctors, and they
Okay.
like almost all of them have
Yeah.
some sort of field medic experience by this point.
Oh yeah.
That is a
So-
20.
Okay. Yeah, she is at 6 out of 6 dramatic wounds.
Ah,
Yeah,
so she's
Yeah.
knocked out.
she's dying basically.
Mhm.
Effectively.
If Runa took a dramatic wound, Runa would still be fine.
So Runa would not be crippled?
No. So
Damn.
she could take that dramatic wound so that she is in less of a peril state and still operate on Hans just fine.
Her,
Then
Runa's
I'm
Well,
crippled at
state's like
5. I have 3 right now.
okay.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I have a 5 resolve.
Oh yeah. Oof.
I'm knocked out at
Okay.
10.
Now, bear in mind, she is crippled at 5, so she has penalties on her rolls at that point.
Yeah.
So-
When I take her
It puts you at
dramatic
4.
wound, I have 4.
Okay.
So
So if you're
I'm
taking
still
4 to keep her
fine.
alive, and you're not taking Hans's, right?
I already took Hans's.
Okay, and that got you to 3?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Runa's tough.
Yeah, I have
All right.
32 flesh wounds and 3
5
dramatic wounds
resolve.
after taking Hans's.
Montague is giving orders. They're going to be making a mad break for Freiburg at this point, because
Oh, yeah.
they have Posen's army in retreat. This is the best and only time to do it. You know what I'm saying? And planning to like reinforce within the city. There should be enough boats and everything that they can do it once they get there, but this is going to be the only time and place that they can cross without fear. So,
Len can fly ahead and give the city a heads up.
and everybody who's like not busy like healing or being healed and stuff like that, they are being tasked to like break everything down. If we don't need it, leave it.
Yeah.
We're making for the river.
Loot and
So-
get out of here.
Runa's bleeding, but she's fine.
Okay, go ahead and make a surgery roll for Hans, and then you'll make a second surgery roll for her.
Cool.
Gav will assist her on the Nibelung, just so she gets a, I guess, a +2 for his
Yeah.
dots.
That works
That's
great.
skills.
So the target number is the number of dramatic wounds you've taken times 5 plus 5.
Huh.
Oh wow.
So, can someone math for me?
25.
And what do
Oh
I?
no, because you took a dramatic wound already, so that's 20.
Okay.
That puts him at 3. So the target number is 20.
Okay. What do I roll surgeon with? Wits?
Wits.
Finesse?
Yeah, wits.
Okay. So that's 6, 3 plus 5. So that is 24.
Nice. That specialty is what saved you.
Yeah.
So Hans
And,
will remove 1 more dramatic wound.
And
Nice.
2 dots from, or +2.
Oh
from-
yeah. The +2 from Gav would have pushed it over too. So then make a second roll.
26.
And I said that she had 6 dramatic wounds. So with you taking 1, it'll be down to 5. So that'll be a target number 30 for the Nibelungen.
Okay.
Plus 5, plus 7.
Plus 7?
Just enough,
'cause
31.
Two from Gav,
Yep.
5 from your specialty.
So yeah. So Runa has 2 very harrowing surgeries.
She is not only covered in her own blood, but both of them.
So, and they have a very limited number of wagons because they're moving fast, so they're ditching everything that they don't need. I didn't describe this earlier, but with Hans's force of Wakun that came along, there were 3 size to size sisters who had an apporte that they can transport themselves and also like a porte pocket of stuff. They were left behind with the artillery to take as much like black powder and weaponry and stuff like that they could get back to the city.
Oh hell yeah.
So that's going to be like kind of a bonus for like the future. They didn't actually join the battle because they like we don't know shit about fighting. Someone might order us to charge a line, and
Have you seen this dress?
But they were willing to ride along through the harsh conditions and help with this part. So the you see honoring brings in a blood-soaked Anna to her blood-soaked brother. And Anna speaks for like the first time that Honoring's seen and is like, can I touch him?
He'll be okay. Yes.
Oh. Wow, look at you, huh?
And Runa's making sure that Anna's okay.
Yeah.
Because she's
Um,
covered in blood.
Yeah, she's not wounded. She's got flesh wounds.
I'm glad you're all right, kid.
Like Honorine wasn't doing that on the way over.
No, I know. It's Runa's instinct. She knows that Honorine would make sure she's okay. It's just
Gav hands her a hip flask. You might need this.
To
Drink
who?
slowly. To
To-
Anna.
Anna. She takes it, but she just kind of holds it like she's not really sure what it's there for. And it just grabs Hans's hand and like squeezes the hell out of it.
Whoa.
is Hans down to 1 dramatic one?
No, 2.
2? Okay. You are no longer crippled.
For some of the scene of Hans, he's like lying in whatever bed. That like fog that appears from his armor sometimes is like pouring off of his armor onto the floor, and the Panzer hand is locked in a fist with the claws out. It looks like his arm is very tense, and he's just like, Scheiße.
The
Somebody got you good.
Listen, this hiring
What?
fucking monsters or something now.
Rosa, I'm assuming she's kind of coming in, following in the rear. I would like a quick wits and arcana roll from you.
I feel like after the double surgery, Runa's just like leaning on a chair between both of her patients.
Yeah. It's probably sitting on the edge of a wagon at this point. Instead of like moving people onto him to transition
Yeah.
them to.
Mhm.
49.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay. So when Rosa looks at Hans, she's kind of just like compelled to like, her eyes go black and she can see that like the wounds that are in him, um they are definitely magical in nature. The thing that came at him
Mhm.
was a mystical creature of some kind.
Um, she'll go over to Hans and very quietly, do you know what did this to you?
Some fucking monster of some kind. Ugh. Oh,
All right.
okay.
Sounds like
Yeah.
we got even more things to look into.
It was
I mean-
it's the human-sized a knife. I don't think I even saw him. Like it was just the knife in my side and pain and the head. He had this thing had all razor sharp teeth, and the sickening, like insane grin. Like imagine you have daggers for teeth. That is what this fucking thing looked like.
You slayed it, though, huh?
Oh no, bastard did some. It had a file around his neck on a string. Bastard just crushed it and poof, gone. Nothing. He's covered in blood, as if covered in blood, as if he had killed, an entire army of people and an entire army of people the year before for years and years. Everything he was wearing is stained with blood. Bizarre fucking monster. If not hired by poison, and
Would the
can't help us.
Adventurers Guild know about that possibly?
So
It's possible.
what did
I mean,
the vial look like? Was it similar to those
it
held
had
by the lady in green?
it had like a feather inside of it, and maybe it could have
It
been
was
similar.
a
I don't
leaf,
know.
actually.
Oh, it was a leaf. Okay. It had the like a leaf inside it, and yeah, he just grabbed it in his hand and crushed it, and then vanished into the snow.
So I'm going to give this to Gav because he has studied at a monster hunting school and is familiar with all of the monsters that are in Eisen. Whatever this thing is, it's not native to Eisen.
It is not one of our monsters. But you said it used a vial of some sort?
Yeah, like a little glass vial with a leaf in it.
Do you think it was sent by the people that are? We all heard like when somebody was talking about how he's becoming a glamour and the Fae don't
Yes,
like it,
Runa
right?
At
Runa
the-
explained
at
it
the
to
dinner, yeah.
everyone because she had a one-to-one conversation with the lady in green.
So Honoring's going to mention like you don't think it had anything to do with the Fae wanting you not on Earth anymore, right? On Terra, on
Yeah.
Eisen, on
Numa.
whatever the Numa,
Existing.
on
Yes.
planet, on $ planet name
Thea.
anymore.
Thea.
I mean,
Thea.
could not have
Oh, was
been.
it Thea? I didn't hear it enough times.
I think it's Thea.
Might be Thea.
Oh.
It could be. I have no idea.
Are they sending I forget the word. What's the word?
Not.
Are they sending supernatural assassins to make sure there's not another glamour in the world, do you think?
I mean, there's been. Wait, at the dinner there's been hundreds before me for in service of uh,
You should ask
any
him.
number of these Fae. I
You should
plan
ask
on
him
it, yeah.
about it
If
When
anyone
you-
would know, it'd be him.
when you have fewer bruises, maybe.
He's seen worse. Believe me.
I'm just saying maybe you might be a little more comfortable if you get less bruised before you go talk to him.
That's going to take a long time. At least more time than
You're
it's
so
going to
Eisen.
take to go.
I know.
Ah,
Anna's voice is like it's very soft, but it's very there's steel in it. And she says, "You are going to rest."
We will make sure of it.
We can find out whatever it was.
If I have to re-stitch you up,
no,
I won't be
I'm
very
not.
happy.
I'm not going to actually go all the way to wherever it talks to me in my dreams, anyways. I'm sure. As soon as I fall asleep, now it'll have something to tell me.
The man of your dreams. That's
Yeah.
nice. Honoring's over here like valid.
And he's just like,
And Runa's kind of just like resting an arm on him, taking some of his pain.
whew.
We're going to kind of run things forward a little bit. The crossing is, I assume that Runa is kind of using whatever magic she has remaining of the day to like lessen blizzard conditions.
Yes.
So they're not trying to cross the river during incredibly heavy snowfall. And they just cross at the closest point into Hilgard lands because they're far less concerned about anything that might threaten them in Hilgard lands at this point.
Yeah.
And it gets them across the river and outside of most weapon ranges. There's no longer the concern that they'll drop artillery on them because you guys blew it up.
Yep. Bye bye cannons.
Yay!
Sucks to suck. Bye.
Yeah.
And the army heads, basically races along the river towards Freiburg. It is an army several times the size of, the Wakund itself. Even as battered as it is from the fighting and everything like that, there were significant losses against Posen. It was probably one of the most stand-up battles that they fought since arriving in Usura. As everything else has been sort of like guerrilla warfare and that kind of thing.
Sarah?
The Montague's army was in Usura.
No, I know.
came-
You said since arriving in Usura, like it's the most stand-up battle.
Yeah, because
Okay.
he had very, very like direct engagements.
I just
in
wanted to
Usura.
make sure you didn't mean there were direct. Wait,
Yeah, he was like invading. He was like straight up
Yeah.
invading. Usura.
no, I'm just making sure I understood, but I don't think I did. But that's okay. I'm just blonde. Please continue.
Um, and the the city is before you after another like 2 days of travel. It's rapid, and there's going to be nowhere to like house this many people through the winter. But
How's
like
it
the
going?
he has gotten back in time. Because he was sent back. As you arrive, there's like relief at like the sight of the Montane army, the Wakund at the head of it. So it's like, hey, these are not invaders. And the Montane forces just sort of like encircle around the outside of like the despair camps. And as like kind of grim as that is, it actually provides more of a measure of relief than you might think because they have like big military tents and they have supplies and they have a lot of ways to sort of like help against the cold.
Mhm.
And Montague has no problem like bring as many people into them as you can, take as much use of them as you can. He's got a lot of doctors that when they're not busy tending to wounded soldiers, he's happy to have them tending to the people. So there's going to be concerns about food going forward because it's a lot of extra mouths but
Oh, yeah.
Posen is withdrawing. She is not going to try to take Freiburg without
Fuck you.
that artillery,
Fuck you, Posen.
which means at the very least there's time. That doesn't mean that there isn't another fight with Posen on the horizon, but
She's still got the laser boat.
this is, to be clear, this is Posen's first loss.
Ever?
In
Oh, no.
Like ever?
She was
Ever?
like ever. Like
Yeah.
in the course of the war when she took over, there were times she was in battles that were lost, but she was not in command.
Mhm.
But never in the ones that she commanded had she lost before.
That means we're gonna get extra reputation, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
You
So
Nice.
that's what Posen gets for trying to honey dick our Scaregin.
and not our Montaigne. Furious.
Totally not angry about that at all. I
Livid.
can tell.
Raging.
Is
just-
she pissy that Runa
No.
was a part of her downfall?
Oh wait, Posen. I was just gonna say.
Actually, she probably doesn't know that Runa was the cause of all the storms.
Maybe.
Yeah, she does not have a direct knowledge of that, but she does
Yeah.
know that Runa is a Scaregin and is on the side of the council. So, and she's not a dumb woman. Okay, so Fauna Posen's reputation is a -70. So because of her defeat in this circumstance, everybody's getting a bonus 7 reputation on top of everything else they earn.
Holy shit.
Even
How
those people
much?
who are not here,
7.
7 points of reputation. Even those people who are not here, Len and Arthur are going to get that as a bonus as well. Because this is like a victory that is definitely being like attributed to the council. You guys like did the Gandalf arriving in the last moment kind of
Hell
thing.
yeah.
So
39.
It's 75.
oh, that has some special thresholds.
One.
Uh-oh.
I'm at
Gav's at
46.
60.
Nice.
Rosa's
Um,
actually known now.
Wow.
Ah.
oh,
More
Crimea
customers.
Okay. So we're at the end of our time. So I'm gonna draw the curtain here. We are giving out 5 experience plus drama dice plus RP awards for this one. I want two people for the RP awards.
Let's
Runa.
give one to Runa because I want to give her one of her drama dice back. Can we give them both to Runa?
Hans.
What I am going to do is I'm going to give Runa an additional 3 reputation points for that critical moment because that really did decide the entire course of the fight.
Which
Like
critical
that,
moment?
The cave, when you fell in the
the
cave.
cave,
Ah.
when you not the
Oh, no,
cave,
not
like
the
that's
cave.
great, but like
Digging
when
the-
she pulled people out of the cave, and like did the rescue, it was the 1 point difference that like pushed over that round from a loss to a win,
Ah!
and those 2 losses in a row would have meant that Posen won the whole thing. Like it
I'm
would have
at-
been we were out of combat and now you guys are running for your lives.
My reputation's at a 49.
Okay.
One more? No, just kidding.
Well, you also got your reputation bonuses from this battle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at a 29.
Nice.
I got 15 points. I'm at 60 now.
Ooh.
Right.
I'm more well known in Eisen than some Iron Princes.
Mine
So-
somehow felt like a -2. Sorry, I don't know how that happened.
So
Can-
Runa got one of
can Rosa?
the XP. Who are we giving the second XP to?
Hans.
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 Okay.
Hans. Okay.
For the getting stabbed and turning your
That's cool.
arcana
Kurt.
over
First time
on
I
it.
got to use that. That's so sick.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. That thing had a fear rating of 8. That's why it was a target number 40.
Oof. Jeez.
Or sorry, a fear rating of 7 for a target number
Yeah.
40. But
Yeah, that's no like run of the mill monster.
it is not.
And then how many XP overall did you say?
5 for this one.
So 5 plus
Your drama die.
drama die.
Oh, did I only spend 1? I think yeah. Should.
And so you should be.
You also spend 1 to activate your courageous.
Oh yes. Okay, so I've got 2 left. Cool.
Imperator Hans Reifenstahl.
Okay,
My
so we-
reputation really jumped because of this battle. I got 20 reputation
It did jump.
Fuck.
It
from
doubled.
this battle. Yeah.
Oh, and you
I
also,
went
so
15.
if you turn in the Shield of the Imperator to the Nibelungen, that is going to be more.
Okay.
She's
Oh,
gonna
If you
think about
don't,
it.
it's going to be a death sentence. So, it's your choice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it in once she's awake.
Yeah.
Like, because she's her patient, so Runa's gonna be waiting for her to wake up.
All right.
And then kind of just
Okay, so we're off next week.
no.
Yes.
Thank
we
you,
are off next
everyone.
week.
No.
Yeah, let me say our good nights. We are off next week. We will also, I was told that I would be in big trouble if I did not tell you because we're off next week. My birthday's this week. So
It is.
Whoa! Whoa!
yeah.
Hey,
the-
what's in your birthday book for your birthday day?
Do you want me to read it right
Ooh.
now?
Or
Yeah.
should we do it after?
We can do it when we come back, but I don't know.
I'm good with either way.
It's up to you. No, it's your birthday. You pick. Make a decision.
Because I'm doing it as a new tradition, I'll do a quick read of it. So
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to do
Please.
all of the things. So my day is the day of the compassionate combatant.
Oh.
Fitting.
Bam. That looked like it hurt.
Which I've taken as, like that's why I like to argue so much.
He doesn't argue.
Okay, my strengths are reasonable, social, and fun-loving. And my weaknesses are unsure, ambivalent, and passive. The whole health section on mine is like all about how shitty my ankles are, which is like a real thing.
Oh, God. Your freaking ankles.
Freaking ankles, dude.
Okay, so those born on January 29th stand up and fight for what they believe in, but only if necessary. They have great faith in the ability to reason and human understanding to prevail in most situations, and therefore to attempt to work things out as best they can. Generally speaking, January 29th people are provocative only so that others can recognize the issues at hand, examine and discuss them, and make their own decisions. They are rarely, if ever, dictatorial and do not enjoy imposing their ideals on people. Probably their greatest satisfaction both living and working together with others in harmony as a team member. For the most part, active and productive in daily life, January 29th people have a remarkably passive side underlying their nature, which on the upside makes them open and accepting of other points of view. The downside of this is that they often stall, put off crucial decisions, and lose directions for periods of time. They're also capable of sticking with a profession they do not really like for years. Wow. Okay.
Direct hit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Rather than pushing themselves to find something better. Actually, they have a great need for security, which no matter how radical or far out they seem, remains a commanding presence in their lives. Yeah, that's direct hit stuff right there.
I just have Aquarians don't like labels.
All right. So let me read us out here. So thank you for everyone watching us on YouTube or live on Twitch. Audience participation always means the world to us. And if you're on YouTube, smash the like, hit the subscribe, and make a comment in the down below. Here at Dirty 20, we always sign out with the same call to action. Be nice, be kind when you have the spoons, but even when you're not, be nice. Be nice to strangers, be nice to family, be nice to your loved ones, and be nice to yourself. Thank you for coming on this journey with us. We'll see you in 2 weeks. And Len, we were delighted to have you in the chat tonight. So everyone say hi to Bat Kyle.
Hi, back, Kyle.
Hi, back, Kyle.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Night.